It only takes 2 seconds.
Okay, hello! Hi, everybody! Welcome to the Salty Dragon Tavern, Home Edition.
Oh, shit.
As I'm sure everybody is well aware, life is absolute potato butts, and we're all stuck indoors, but that doesn't mean that we have to stop playing. So, after a few weeks of strenuous technical jiggery pokery, we have done our best to create what you see, which is a combination of Discord and Roll20 to play the gloved Molotov in Stars Without Number.
And my sanity.
Yes, it's been quite trying. So I would like to publicly thank Alice for her talent and dedication in making all of this possible. We literally could not be here right now without her. So thank you very, very, very much.
You are welcome.
Okay, so do we have anything that we need to take care of before we begin? I think we don't. I'd say we're all good to go.
So, you know how we sometimes do those bizarre taste tests?
Yeah.
I've got cinnamon sugar.
I can hardly hear him.
Yeah,
Chris,
Chris has suddenly died.
I was walking around the room. I made cinnamon donuts, so I had a bunch of cinnamon sugar mix. So I didn't want to do any washing, so I used the same bowl to pour honey soy chicken chips in.
You poured chips
That
into
sounds
cinnamon.
Delicious.
This sounds amazing, and this is the face of disappointment.
And I got to tell you, it's boss-ass shit. I'm really fucking happy with my depravity because I can't be bothered washing dishes.
So it's honey, soy, cinnamon, sugar flavor.
Yeah,
Fair
it's
enough.
amazing. It's the tastiest fucking thing I've ever had, and I'm actually going to do it in the future. I'm going to have a sugar cinnamon mix just to eat chips out of.
Okay. Right. Let us begin, shall we?
I'm terrified.
I am
I'll-
terrified as well.
Are we all good, everybody? Any other
Yeah.
questions? Okay. This is so weird running a game virtually. All right. Welcome to Stars Without Number. When last we saw our brave party of adventurers, you had all chosen to return to the low-tech planet of Muminet that has, as you discovered, a rudimentary medieval society existing that seems to have some kind of deification built around the reason that people get trapped here, which is an AI called Black Lance, who has been actively shooting down ships that land here, or like forcing people to surrender their ship by fear of being shot down, and then capturing them. However, life for the majority of the populace seems to be quite pleasant. There's towns, there's fishing, which Pim availed himself of quite a bit. There's clothes and tailors, which you as a party used to get some disguises to blend in. And you learned a bit more about the unusual currency that exists in this place called the Strooples. Yes. I've got my notes here. And upon spending several hours in this town just hearing and observing, you approached the wind-powered generator that sat at the center of town and seemed to be powering something locally. It was Darius and Lockie who had the brilliant idea to just stop it in its tracks, pry open a panel, and drop some spare Strooples into the mechanism to stop it from functioning.
Nothing could possibly go wrong with that plan.
No, definitely not. It's
Brilliant.
going to be fine. And upon you stepping away from this now broken wind turbine, the top pivoted open and revealed a drone, which took off and promptly became very, very difficult to see. Now, while Darius and Lockie were doing this, the rest of the party had converged near a bridge that crosses the river, and it's crossing this bridge which you need to do to progress further north to get to Black Lance's foundry. However, just as you were about to beat feet and run away, you heard stomping in from the north. A lot of loud, angry, mechanical thingamywhatsits. And that is where we begin. You've just seen the drone take off and fly away, and those of you who are standing off near the bridge can just begin to see 4 robots just marching their way towards this bridge, about to cross it. So what I'm going to do... Yeah?
Hang on, for a second, it just feels like we've fallen into Mix One-Off.
Very pertinent. So what I'm going to do is switch the map over to the location where we are, and I'll see how well that works. Can you all see this?
Yes.
Hey, those on.
Yes.
Can you all
Zoom out.
see and control yourselves?
No.
That is something
No.
I shall investigate in this
No.
No? No? Heck, okay. Well,
What you're
while-
going to do is you've got to drag everyone into the new map page.
I
I
take it
will-
we're here.
I will...
Oh, yeah, we
actually,
don't
hang on.
exist yet.
I will make fresh versions of you. Hang on.
Delicious
While that
fresh.
happens, the rest of you can roll initiative.
What you can do, Rory, is you can
Yeah.
actually drag across all of the icons on the other page and then copy and paste them across.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, I've been playing with this
Send
over
this
the
to
last few
him.
days, so
Thanks.
Tim, send it to him through chat so that others can roleplay as well.
I appreciate that.
Arr.
My friends, I do not think we are going to do well. We need to leave before those machines arrive. There will be more. Much more.
The initiative rolls will need to be redone, by the way, because they're not linked to a character yet token.
Ah,
That's
true.
okay. I can adjust that. Paste.
Learning!
There we are.
Can you see them now?
Yeah, boy.
Yeah.
Okay,
Oh,
so
Oh, God.
let's go
Gu-
for,
guys.
draw shape.
Oh,
Jesus Christ. Everyone just like, woo everywhere.
whee!
Okay, so that small square in the center of town is where Darius and Lockie were.
Oh, I was
were-
off near the river somewhere with the ladies.
Yeah, they were waiting patiently. At this point, you guys had like gathered back up and were waiting by the bridge to make your retreat.
Okay.
Don't move yourselves yet. Don't move yourselves yet.
Did my
So.
initiative work?
Yes.
You
done-
need
Yes.
to select your character, then roll the initiative.
Yes, right click
done-
your character.
So
No,
much
it's all good.
gaming.
I'm doing this on a different screen, that's why.
I've done so much
Okay.
gaming in the last week that all the
There we
all
go.
the storylines are blended together.
Oh, tell me about it.
Okay, I have.
Third day in a row of RPGs.
I have. Okay, guys, that's a lot of initiatives. Can you
We're
guys see?
missing 2.
Can you guys see the turn order?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, we're missing 2 people. 3 people now.
No.
Apparently, my turn is over.
There should be. Hang on, Ty, been a bit overzealous. Lockie, Dimitri, Pim, Charles. Who have I taken away?
Me.
Whoops.
We
you go.
need.
Okay.
your
Do I need to roll
your
again?
turn is 0.
You can manually enter in the actual number you put in.
My initial initiative was 9.
Oh, okay.
Mine was
Wow.
8.
We are learning, people. Stand by.
Mine was 8,
Ascending.
but it's disappeared.
Hey, you
Okay.
know what? At least people are like here.
I don't know
Yeah.
what's going on
Yeah.
with it because mine's now disappeared as well.
Jarvis.
There's
Okay.
only one AI allowed here, motherfucker.
This should work fine.
Oh, wait, that's not
I'm gonna roll for the people who are coming at you. Okay. 2. And No, I missed. Oh god, there's so many rolls. Okay, so 4 and 2. Excellent.
First time crash course.
Yes, we are all learning together. So
We're still missing 2 characters, by the way, from the rolls, which is weird because
I don't-
mine was up there and now it's gone.
I
it's mine.
I can see everybody.
Okay, if they're missing, even if you can see them all, if they're missing, if you just right click on the character as the dungeon master, at the very top of that list will be just to add, and you can manually enter into the initiative order if required.
Can you see it now?
Yes, now I can. I was a 2.
2. Okay.
No, it's an 8.
Secondly, if you want to make sure that everyone has their name actually showing up across all of the icons, because we can only see our individual selves on our individual computers,
Yeah, that's
right click on the character again. So it brings up that pop-up menu, and it's in the second tab. There's like all these checkboxes for visually showing things.
Yep.
And you can change all the settings around for that, so everyone can see everyone else's name.
I have set it to be show nameplate, but I suppose that's just for me.
Yes,
bar-
you got to make it so it's. I can't remember exactly off the
So
top of my
is
head.
it bar 3?
I don't see the DM settings, so I can't tell you off the head.
I'll just turn on all the bars. Oh, there it is. I found it. Thank you.
Hey Rory, can you
Catalina.
do me a favor?
Yes. Sure.
Your name on Roll20, can you change it to Salty Dragon DM in brackets Rory?
Sure.
When you're done.
Or just salty team. If that's what you are.
What?
No, he hasn't been able to go to Swordcraft for a while, so all the salt's got wearing off.
Mm.
Right.
I mean,
Oh, hell no.
I'm still working,
I am
so
out of here.
I've got plenty of salt. Oi, Pim, get your ass back here.
I'm not sure how to change the name.
You're not my real mother.
Whatever
That's
you
right.
did, all the names are correct. Oh, it's in your
Uh,
settings. Don't worry about it. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Oh, well,
Change
it's fine.
settings,
Okay.
It's fine.
Everybody can see everybody now, yes?
But
Yes.
Lockie's
Yes.
initiative is still 0.
All
So
right.
Change it. That's for Lucky to change.
No, I can't. Oh, no, I
The
can't.
dungeon
change
master can.
Just
it.
click
No,
on
I can
There we
actually
go.
change it.
Okay. That is everybody.
Okay.
So, I'd say we're all good.
Yeah.
You have the person who is first and quickest to act is Catalina.
Oh, what? Okay, describe the situation to me. Where are the enemies coming from? Can I see
Sorry,
Okay.
I want to quickly interrupt very quickly.
Sure.
If you go to the turn order and click on the gear thing,
Yep.
there will be buttons up the top to be able to sort the order.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea.
I already have.
Okay,
Yeah, the order
they're
sorted.
showing backwards to me, that's all.
Yeah,
I
me
think it's because it's going to. Oh, wait.
There we go, that's better.
There we go. Kind of. Nope, it's gone again.
There we
Yep,
go.
there we go.
Cool.
No, I see what you're saying. Yeah.
Disaster! Okay,
Yeah.
we got
Yeah,
this.
that works. Okay, so Catalina, as you can see on the map, you are gathered up around this bridge. Over here, down south of you, you can see there are bad guys.
Oh, I see the bad guys. I
Yes,
see them! Wait,
They
oh,
are marching towards you.
there we go. For the audience. Cool. I'm
That's
What
too many
will
tools.
you do?
good question. I can't even remember what I can do.
Shoot things.
Yeah.
Oh yes,
Uh,
guys.
Questions, ask questions later.
Can I? Yeah, I was gonna say, can I shoot things from here?
Well, I'm just calibrating the range tracker. Just so you guys know, but for scale, each grid in this situation is 10 meters, and so you can use the range tracker to see if you can see somebody.
Yeah, there's a ruler function.
That will function. It's
Wow.
the circle with a line coming out of it.
Loot.
I'm fat if that's the case. If I take up 10 meters.
So, Catalina, you have a laser pistol that has a max range of 100 meters. So you could take a shot at them right now if you wanted to.
What is the other zombies on?
projector. Yes.
Pinging.
Those are villagers. Just a few
Okay.
stragglers who are outdoors.
Okay.
They did.
Cool. I'm gonna shoot and ask questions later. But first, I'm gonna move up to the shoreline. I think so. I will move. Oh God.
Are you going to share the same space as Jacob?
No, I'm gonna actually move here, if that's possible, or here.
Yeah, that's fine.
Is that?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, well, I think I should say, officially in this rule system, people's move speed should be 20 meters a turn, and I can't help but feel like that's a bit too fast. So I think 10 meters is more reasonable.
So is that
So
10 or is that too far?
that's fine. So if
Because otherwise I'll just stay there. It's fine.
no, that's okay.
Right.
I feel like 10 meters is more realistic move speed because sprinting 20 meters and then having the time to do an action sounds like a lot.
Cool. And then I go kablowie with my plasma projector.
Okay, take a shot.
What's the AC I have to incorporate?
If you're shooting at
The
one of the
nearest
three
The
that
little
are
one.
the same, they have an armor class of 7.
7. No modifiers.
Just a 7. Ooh, good hit.
Whoa!
Jesus.
Okay,
Ouch.
you produce your pistol, take a shot, and he dies
Ha! Yes!
Nice.
Yes!
immediately, dropped like a sack of potatoes.
Whoa, can I like duck behind anything?
You have already moved, unfortunately,
Well,
so
heckle doodles,
that's
okay.
your turn.
Alright then.
This town ain't big enough for the two of us.
Yes, very much so. 4. There we go.
Actually,
Okay.
yeah, no, that's fine. All good. All good. All good.
Okay, sure thing. Well, then that is your turn.
Mm-hmm.
Next up is Dimitri. What shall you do, brother?
I can fire with my laser pistol.
You can indeed fire with your laser pistol, by all means. I think you should. Oops, no. By range tracker, you are just out of its 100-meter range, so you would need to.
He could move
Move.
across the bridge.
Yeah, if you move across the bridge a bit, you'll have an easier shot.
But wouldn't the buildings be in the way?
Yeah, good point. Actually, if you moved here and were just down by the banks, I think you would be okay.
No, because I put it on push to talk because I thought Luke was coming through me.
Okay, so make your shot, please.
Sorry, give me 1 sec. I've got to turn off the beep that it keeps doing and put it on back to.
Yeah, I'm sorry. How do
so-
I turn off that beep? It's infuriating on Discord.
Discord?
You just press.
No, because that'll mute your voices as well.
I'm so confused.
I've turned off the sound for messages. Go into settings, notifications, scroll down to sounds, and flick off the sound from messages.
No, it's PTT activate and deactivate.
Oh,
Because push to talk.
all right.
Message is just anybody sending you a PM kind of.
Hmm.
Cool.
Just gonna have to put up with Luke.
Okay. It's okay. Are you good?
Yes. So just what I need to move to get a range.
Yes. If you just move forward one grid closer and just stand by the banks of the river, you should be able to get a better shot.
Here or the other way?
I think going one to your left would work. You might get a bit wet, but you're okay. Yeah, there you go.
Okay,
And then your shot is perfectly 100 meters.
cool.
So
Is that
You
just a basic ranged?
you should have an option on your character sheet to make an attack roll. I've pre-programmed in all your weapons and stats. So just scroll down to your weapon, and to the right of it, press the D20 button, and it will make an attack for you.
Okay.
Just add their AC, which is 7, and we'll see how it goes.
Sorry, I didn't see the button next to the. Any other modifiers?
No.
It's a miss.
That is a miss, unfortunately. You aren't quite able to get a good aim on this guy, since it's about dusk at this point, so light is not quite on your side. Right. You have moved and you have made a shot. Next up is Dr. Charles.
Oh God, no!
Charlie boy.
I don't think I can get into range.
No? Well, you can
Is
still
our
make a shot.
vision blocked by these buildings?
Your
These
vision?
ones.
For us,
Yeah.
Darius, yeah, it would be.
You guys
No,
are.
I mean these blocks.
For the people on the bank, if they're not careful, yes, you guys can probably hear the drones. Can hear the robots at this point stomping towards you.
So this
So you
this villager can't see.
No, that villager can't see them, and you also
Cool.
can't see them past the buildings.
Yep. No, cool. That's all I wanted to know.
All
But
right.
I obviously hear gunfire.
Yeah, you would have
Fair
heard my
enough.
plasma rifle
Well-
and Dimitri's attack as well.
If you could keep your questions to your turn, because it's Charles's turn currently.
So yeah, I can't actually really do much. If I move, I'm still out of range.
What is the range of your gun?
It's a mag pistol, 100 to 300. So I could still hit it.
Yeah, just you would have a -2 to hit because it's long range.
I mean, it's worth a shot, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean,
Technically, I didn't want to fire at them at all. I wanted to just run away, but you blew one of them up.
I don't know what you're
Everybody-
talking about. Shoot,
So I'm gonna
shoot first, ask question later? No?
I'm gonna try shooting them. AC is 7.
Yep, and for the other modifiers,
-2.
apply a -2.
And let's see what happens.
That is a
no.
miss, unfortunately. Your bolt goes wide, or just like bounces off their tough robo bodies as they battle stride towards you.
Rubber body.
Okay, next up we have Darius. If you like, if you're just planning on moving, you can move 2 squares, and that includes diagonally.
So you could move to here.
Yes.
Yeah, hang on. I'm just thinking.
Yes.
Give me a tick.
Sure. Okay.
Can I see that villager?
Barely. Yes.
All right. I'm gonna yell out, "Hey! There's a bear! Run!"
Just remember you have to be yelling in Farsi.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, yeah. I know that this whole area is Farsi. I'll yell in Farsi, "Hey, there's a bear! Run!"
Okay. Well, bear in mind that Lockie did have a conversation with one of these guys in English last session, so you know.
Oh, did he? Oh, yeah, he did.
Yeah,
too.
he did.
My apologies.
He's had a chat.
Yeah,
okay.
but
I mean-
I'm still gonna use Farsi to try and convince them I'm local.
Fair. Very fair. Okay, so you've called out, "There's a bear, run." Okay, that is your turn. I should probably add this young lady to the initiative order then, if that's the case. Add turn.
I'm a lady.
believe
Uh,
I fly.
she got a 7.
Jesus, faster
So
than me.
she's going to be acting next turn because you were at 6. Okay, so Darius, you have done that. We now have it. Wait, okay, so Kathleen, Dimitri, that's happened to Charles, Darius. Okay, it is now the turn of these robo guys. So, upon receiving fire, you hear them call out, "Alert! Alert! Hostile sky demons detected. Citizens, return to your homes." And so this one is just going to go run, 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 and start sprinting. These ones don't seem to have any, like, as they get closer, they're just like like full Terminator sprinting towards you. This one back here, which is one of these guys, speed's pretty good as well. He's going to move up here, and his right arm just cracks open and spins up as I believe it's a laser rifle. Is just built into his arm. He sees it across the bank, sees the one person who actually managed to take out one of his comrades, who is Catalina, and is going to make an attack. So,
isn't he on a
Catalina,
different-
what is your armor class?
Not very good at 7.
Is he kind of shooting through his friends?
7.
Yeah.
Okay, so the attack. He's definitely going to hit you with a,
I say he's
with a 17
not.
die.
I'm gonna use my
Okay.
ability. Once per combat, right?
Veteran's instinct. Yes, you anticipate this shot and you jump off to the side and skid into the wet dirt on the banks of this river and avoid his barrage completely.
Is that on my character sheet at all anywhere?
No, unfortunately.
Ah.
Just keep just try and keep track of it some way.
Oh, good.
Oh, actually, oops! I kind of jumped the gun there because the shooter guy is actually on initiative 2. So these guys just sprinted, but he and Lockie act at the same time. Well,
Yeah, boy.
Jacob, and Lockie all act at the same time. So I will go with just this tracking turn on and start with Lockie. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna move. So I can move forward 2 squares. You said.
If that's all you're doing on your turn, then yes.
All right. Well, that's all I'm going to be able to do because I cannot see otherwise.
Fair enough. Okay.
So I will move forward.
You are running forward, and I assume preparing your riot shield or something.
Yes, I'm going to pull out my riot shield and pull out my mag rifle as well because I
Okay,
can
then.
fire across half this settlement.
You definitely can. And you are now in range of these 2 guys sprinting towards you. So next, it's that guy who does his shooty. He missed. Jacob, it's your turn.
2 seconds.
Everyone at home, playing at home, that is my standard range.
Wow.
You have
Tim,
concern.
Tim, you can't move that far and attack on the same turn. Just so you know. It's you either move a square and attack, or move 2 squares.
Okay, nice.
He's underneath my character. It's confusing.
Yep. So, are you going to be shooting?
Yes.
Awesome.
Well,
7 you said, didn't you?
Yes, 7 AC for the 2 front men who are sprinting. Ooh, too bad.
Don't expect much.
You
from
kind of
me.
like you go to make your shot just as Catalina, who's jumping out of the way of another one, kind of bumps into your elbow at the last second, and your shot goes wide.
what are you doing?
Get out of my way!
Okay, next, Pim.
Oh dear.
So Pim.
Oh dear.
Oh dear.
I just realized
gonna-
I haven't given him a weapon.
I'm gonna hop down here and kind of bend slightly to kind of duck under the bridge so they can't see me.
Okay, so you're trying to obscure your line of sight. Could you please make me a stealth roll? If you wouldn't mind?
He has a weapon. It's a net, a fishing net.
Yeah, but
Yes,
it's not a very high range.
and I'm sure that fishing net, with its breathtaking range, is going to be very effective. Okay, so Pim, can you please make me a stealth roll? It's just going to be 2d6. Add your
Dexterity?
add your dex and your stealth bonus, please.
I think, does the character sheet have...
I don't think it has specific buttons for that. So that
Yeah.
is a.
You just made a stealth roll.
Oh, excellent.
It does.
Okay,
Which is
you
pretty awesome.
have. Unfortunately, you did kick up a bit of dust upon your slide down, so you have managed to evade line of sight with them. But you weren't as stealthy as you were hoping to be.
Oh dear.
Okay, we are now back at the top of the round with Catalina. What would you like to do?
Remember how to swallow water first. Shut up, you.
It's like a vodka. You just put it in mouth and swallow.
Can I find cover?
Cover right now.
Like, is
Okay.
there
Chance.
anything on the docks that I can use as cover?
Make me a luck save.
A look save?
Just to see if there is anything in immediate range that you could hide
That's
behind.
just a d20 roll, isn't it?
Yeah, just a d20.
It actually has the luck roll at the top. You
Oh,
do
does
have
it?
the option to do it.
Yeah.
Yes.
I made a crit 20.
No, do not hide behind.
Oh,
me.
there it is. Okay, luck save.
Yep.
I
Use
failed.
tell-
Okay, there are a few crates and barrels a bit further down the bank, but unless you spend your entire turn running towards them, you won't be able to get into cover this turn.
I'll do that,
Okay,
I think.
so there's some boxes over here.
Okay. Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay, so you just spend your turn sprinting, and you are now.
Yeah.
You would be here, but yes,
Oh, well.
you are. You have jumped down behind boxes and are now quite concealed from these pew pew guys.
Do I have to make a stealth roll at
Pew pew
all, or
guys.
You don't have the time to stealth. You just run for cover.
Okay.
Jump back there. All right, that's your turn. Next up is Dimitri.
Duh.
What would you like to do?
I shoot at things.
Okay, by all means, please make another attack roll.
I have to find it on the damn sheet because I was scrolling. Was it 7 AC?
Yep.
Submit.
Ooh, that is a hit. 2 damage.
Ooh, 2 damage.
This guy is winged. I will record his damage.
Yeah, that's like half my health.
Okay. This guy has taken a hit. Can you guys see that, by the way?
What?
Good. Okay.
What are we looking at?
No, we can't see it.
Okay, good. So I'm tracking his hit points, but just on my end. That's good.
Okay, cool.
Okay, that is your turn. He takes a shot to one of his thighs. It goes right through, but kind of like staggers for a moment before continuing his Terminator sprint towards you.
I shoot him in the knee.
terrible.
Yeah, basically. Okay,
You never know.
would you like to move? Because you can if you want.
Me? No, just
Yes.
the one.
Okay, sure thing. Next up, there is the young lady that was called out by Darius. She turns and sees you and goes, "Ah, Sky Demon!" and just starts running this way.
Not bears, but sky demons. Okay.
I mean, it worked.
I mean, I suppose they
Do
think
not run.
that.
I am your friend.
Okay, Charles, it's your turn.
I think I'm going to try and shoot it, and then I'm going to start moving towards sort of the buildings.
Okay, sure thing. Make an attack roll.
So where is my gun? There it is. That doesn't want to stop popping up. Why are you not popping up? Sorry, give me 1 second.
Pew pew.
Okay, let's try that again.
Yep. Armor class of
That.
7.
There we go. 7 mod. And he's within range now, so nothing like that. And
Oh,
I missed.
you rolled a 1.
Yep.
Oof.
And I'm going to move there.
That is unfortunate. Sorry, buddy. Okay, so you're back up there? Sure thing. All right, next up we have Darius. What would you like to do?
Conquer Persia.
Is it possible to take cover behind Lockie, considering he's got a riot shield?
I feel like his riot shield is only really big enough to protect him effectively. If there were a few guys who all had riot shields, then maybe, but it's probably only big enough to effectively cover him.
Okay, because I'm in terrible position. My laser pistol's not going to reach, so I'm going to move that way.
He could stand directly behind me.
Potentially, yes. And that would give a
Just
very
hide.
Okay. You jump down a back alley and hide. That's a very you move, Chris. I like it.
Stealth?
Yep. Go for it.
I can't even hit from this distance, so there's no point doing anything else.
Fair enough.
They'll come to us eventually, I suppose.
Not if I can help it.
I'm going to be honest. I didn't prioritize combat or an actual fight as being the first thing you guys would do, but that's okay.
By the way,
Yep.
when you roll attributes or skills, make sure you use the correct attribute associated with it because it defaults to strength.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah. That is a good
Yeah, that's okay.
So stealth is dex, yeah?
Yep. In this case. Ooh!
Damn.
You crushed it. You are not trained in stealth, but you got 2 6s, so it evens out. You just jump down a back alley and just disappear into the night. Excellent. Okay, next up we have these two angry lads. Now,
Big thick boy.
I'm gonna go to this cursor here. This guy's just gonna go dun 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 dun. And start sprinting towards you some more. It's all they can really do. Your turn, Lockie.
Alright, from here, I can draw a line of sight to this little cheery lad over here.
You certainly can. It is about 140 meters. I assume your rifle has range?
Yes, my rifle has 300, 600, so
Excellent.
very much in range. So I will make a shot at him.
By all means, pew pew.
Good call.
His armor class is different from the front two guys, so it's 4 as opposed to 7.
Okay, cool. Other modifier would be my dexterity, correct?
That's all already included in there. There's no other modifiers.
I rolled an
Ooh,
8.
that's a miss. He quickly sidesteps your attack and just carries on coming. Would you like to move?
I will move, but because I've got my shield out, I'm moving at half speed, so it'll take me another turn before I move actually forward another square.
Okay, fair enough. Right.
I'll move halfway between them if I can. No.
Do you have -1 skill in weapons?
No,
If you're not trained in them, then wait, what?
I'm not minus in that weapon. No.
Yeah, you are. Have a look. Scroll over your roll, and you'll see that you're getting a -1 in skill related to the weapon.
I mean, I would have missed anyways, but no, I shouldn't have. I should be trained in it.
You might want to work that out.
Yeah, go and see if you can adjust that to make it.
Yeah, you put me -1 instead of +1 for projectile
Oh
weapon.
damn! Oh, sorry, man.
All
It
good.
still wouldn't have hit, but that was a good catch, Chris. Thank you.
Yeah, didn't think that our gunner would have -1 in gun.
Yeah, fair enough. Okay, so this guy back here just steps forward defiantly, has his gun out. Who hit successfully? I think it was Dimitri. You got a good hit on one of these guys, so he will aim his laser rifle at you and take a shot.
Sure.
What is your armor class? I think it's 7.
7.
Pew! Okay, he adds a 7 to the roll, so it's an 18, and he has a +1 to the skill, so he barely misses you. He gets a 19 on a combined roll.
You got a haircut.
He
You put
I
a
don't think
roll.
I have any hair.
You've now got
Put
the
on
Friar
over
Tuck. Yeah, you got a Friar Tuck haircut out of it.
just singes a perfect bowl off the back of his head.
Oh my.
That
Yep.
would be ridiculous. And as these guys are sprinting forward, they call out, "Hostility will not be tolerated. Surrender or face obliteration." As they just sprint more and more and more. Okay, next up is Jacob. Go for it, man.
Alright, okay, some of them moved up a little bit closer. Alright. If I'm targeting, does he have actually some different armor classes? So that one?
Yeah. Yep,
What's
he
the armor class?
7.
7 still? Alright, done.
Yep. Okay, you're gonna fire on him. By all means. Ooh, that's a miss, unfortunately. Would you like to move? Tim? Hello?
And Tim disappeared.
I'll take
Yeah,
that
sorry,
as a no.
it keeps dropping out. Sorry.
That's okay. Are you gonna move?
No.
Cool.
No real place to move to.
All right. Pim, the turn is yours.
Okay, so I'm going to move a little bit under the bridge if I can, and just kind of ready myself. Yeah. I'm going to take my net cape off and get ready to toss it over one of them when they come across the bridge.
Okay. You are patiently awaiting to snare one of these guys. So you are you're actually under the bridge, yes?
Sort of, yeah.
Okay, yeah, fair enough. I'm okay with that. You're waiting patiently. Now we are at the top of the round. Catalina, what would you like to do?
Am I in? No, I can actually check this if I'm in range. Ha ha!
You can check if you're in range.
Sorry,
it's very
this is
useful.
super exciting. Good, I'm in range of the bastard.
Oh, you're gonna.
um,
Shoot laser rifle back.
Yep.
No, plasma rifle.
The plasma projector. Oh God, the plasma projector.
I got the big weapon.
How many points does he have again? Yes, you do. Well, by all means, make an attack roll.
I'm going to attack and then duck behind again, so that hopefully they can't hit me. What's its AC? The big one.
4.
4.
Yeah,
Damn.
he's tougher than his buddies.
Oh damn!
And that armor is enough to shrug off your bolt of hot plasma that just bounces off a shoulder and keeps on tumbling off into the water.
I'm going to duck again. Can I hide, or do I
Okay.
not have enough?
You just shot at him.
Me.
Big hot ball of plasma across a river.
Yeah, but I want to
and-
duck back down so that if he hits, like, he can't see exactly where behind these things I am. Like, I can hopefully maybe dodge it.
You
Maybe.
can get into decent cover, but he knows you're behind those boxes.
Yeah,
It's hard to
fine.
avoid that.
That'll be as much. Careful, cat.
Fair
Almost
enough.
Caked it.
It is now Dimitri's turn.
I shoot at.
Cat,
Where's my real
no,
thing?
cat, no.
That guy? Or that guy?
This one.
Okay, go for it.
Is that the one I shot at before?
Yes, it is.
Alright, I shoot it in again.
Pew pew.
Into my gun. Actually,
He has an armor class of 7.
god damn it. Nope.
Oof, too bad. Okay. This young lady, whose turn it is now, continues to sprint and just screams, "Everyone stay inside! There's more of them! We need to stay safe from their demonic influences! Ah!"
Oh, good lord.
Okay,
This
Charles.
could be a problem.
Sounds like a cult.
Charles?
Don't worry.
I am probably just going to try and shoot one of the smaller dudes again so that they don't get any closer and then keep moving further away from them.
By all means.
So, taking a pot shot, adding a 7. Yeah. And no other modifiers.
That is a miss as well.
Jesus Christ, I am not doing well with these shots.
It's challenging in this system to hit, which is fair enough because you all die so quickly.
I'm going to keep moving away.
Run rabbit.
Okay,
run rabbit.
sure thing. Darius, are you going to keep on? Chris?
Yeah, I'm going to move there. I
Okay.
can't shoot and move at the same time, can I?
You can't move that quickly and shoot at the same time, no.
Yes, I'll stay in stealth for the moment.
Sure thing. Okay, next up, it is these guys. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. They are getting very close to you now. As they get close to you, you can see that as opposed to a right arm, these guys have equipped what appears to be some kind of big pole that's just buzzing with energy. The nearest equivalent you've seen is like a stun baton, and they are just running at you and fire them up in anticipation of being in smacking distance, basically.
Oh, I've got a good idea.
Next up, it is Lockie.
Alrighty, I will finish my move down to this square.
Sure.
And then I'm going to switch my focus to fire on one of the guys. And actually, no, you guys can probably mop them up. I'll continue firing at the big boy.
Your trust in our abilities is
He's got
surprising.
a lot of confidence in you.
I like to think that my teammates are sound and capable.
This is the first fight you've ever probably been in together, by the way.
Frickin' boom!
Oofa doof!
Wow.
You hit. Jeez,
Crikey,
buddy.
it's the mother! I'm gonna shoot it in the face!
So 11 damage, you said.
Take that, you bloody
Wow.
bastard!
Which one did you attack?
The gun one,
The
Yes,
little one?
he attacked.
Or the big
He
one?
attacked
the big one.
The
he
big
attacked
one.
the infantry warbot. You
Oh my.
Yeah. You plant your feet, you slot your mag rifle into the riot shield, you line up your shot, and it just goes down like a sack of potatoes. You kill it in one. Oh, noise.
Nice.
My character is both
the
annoyed
first
you
shot was just a
stole
lock on.
you're so my character is both annoyed that you stole her kill, but also impressed that you stole her kill.
Mhm. He had 10 hit points.
So it cancels it out.
So she's like, I don't know how I feel about this.
Obliteration.
All right. That was your turn, Lucky. Now, Jacob.
Tim?
Yeah.
He's trying to select things.
It's just not highlighting the thing as I'm expecting it to. So I'll put in the number for the armor class.
Yep. Ooh, a hit. Which one were you attacking?
I'll take the closest one.
Okay, the closest one. Why didn't any damage come through? Okay.
Because he did a ranged attack, not through his weapon.
Oh, sure. Well, that's.
So roll 2d6 plus 2.
Have you got a?
That's the damage for a mag pistol, which I'm pretty sure you've got as well.
Yep,
Okay,
they
sure
do.
thing. Let's
So
roll that.
2d6 plus
Oops,
2.
other way.
Ooh.
Lots of 11s here today.
That thing's great.
Okay, very nice, very nicely done. Right, Pim, you are still waiting.
Yeah,
I
I'm
assume.
gonna run the net through the mud and water, and because I can definitely hear the buzzing of that shock baton,
Yeah.
and then throw the net upon it using my impeccable fishing skills.
That you spent all day honing. So you're gonna
Yes.
step out and throw it from where you are.
Pretty much.
Okay. I guess this counts as a ranged attack. Use dexterity, but I am gonna have to give you a -2 because this net is heavier than you're used to.
What's its AC?
7.
Combat bonus, none.
Oh, so close.
Okay, you poke your head out from under this bridge. You toss the net, and the cord snags on a rock at your feet and falls just short.
Oh, okay. I hope he slips on it.
We'll see when his turn comes around. But next, it's Catalina's turn.
Give me 1 second.
Sure thing.
That would have been cool if I hit that.
Well, seeing as Lockie destroyed my target, I will lock on to the last target.
Sure thing.
With, of course, the same gun again, because I like my plasma projector.
Definitely.
AC 7?
Yep.
No modifier?
No.
Okay, just checking. Yeah!
Oh my god! I need to send more guys against you next time.
I mean... nah.
Get Shrek.
Were these robots made of meat? It would be minced at this point. Okay, we are out of initiative, save for the screams of this young lady who makes it into her house and stays there. The same
I
can
believe
also,
it is time to leave immediately.
the same can also be said for the other NPCs that were on the map.
After I've just taken the shot and the final robot's gone down, I go kind of like open up the chamber of the gun. You know, I'm not that stupid, but kind of also look at the end of my pistol. You know, did I do that?
Hey, Lockie, do you reckon you can cut one of those stun buttons off that thing?
We,
Give it a shot, yeah.
I'm going...
besides the point, I don't think we have time.
Just do it quickly.
Why
You
did...
later.
Oh, wrong accent. Oh god. Too many characters.
Can I attempt to cut it off with my
Darlene.
monoblade?
Pim, is there a reason you say this? Should we expect more?
Where there is one, there is more. I have seen multiple creations of this type.
Do you know where a safe place would be to go?
I believe the tree line, as we discussed earlier, may be someplace with high foliage.
Right.
Little Pim, do you know what has made these? Like, you say you have seen several design, but who is the master?
Yes.
Is
Black
it just
glands.
Is it just the AI?
Yes,
Is
that
it
is correct.
historical precedent? These.
A better time to talk about this is when we are safe.
Right. Pim, do you have a ability to fight?
None
If we
at the
strap
moment.
one
My
of
net
those
did
stun
not
arms
do
to
enough
him.
damage.
Right. Here. And I flip out my standard knife, like my combat knife, and give it to him.
You sold that combat knife last session for
Did I?
clothes.
Yes, you
Yes.
did.
Damn it!
Well, you really need to keep track of your stuff.
That's
oh,
why I
dude, it's
want
been
one of the
like
stun
weeks
blades
and
off
I
this
had
thing.
way too much work.
It's
and
okay.
Shit going on.
So
We
I,
need to
I
leave.
will
Have
I
on
will
with it.
pass Pim my monoblade.
I'm gonna
Oh,
pass him a
okay.
Molotov.
Okay,
I would-
Pim.
I would like to
Cool.
try to cut off one of the stun button arms with my monoblade.
Yep, sure thing. Pim, you have now been armed with a single Molotov. No means to light it, but you have it, and you have a monoblade. Lucky, you stomp over to one of these limp carcasses. Because of the means of their destruction, it was pretty thorough. You can, you don't even need to chop an arm off. You can just pick up an arm that has one still attached. It's not powered because the power for this thing came from the core. But if you could figure out a way to like attach some kind of power source to the end of the arm, perhaps you could persuade it to work temporarily.
I could definitely give it to someone who could do that, like Darius.
Um,
Here you
Question.
go, lad.
Yes.
how does ammo work in this game?
You should be keeping track of it.
Yep.
If
Hey.
each time,
I'm sorry,
each
I
time
have to
you've-
do this. You thought you could escape.
Does Pim really go door knocking? Okay,
Um,
so
No.
So every
in
shot, I take one ammo off.
yes, some guns do have the option to burst fire, which means you subtract 3 shots from it, but it gives you a +2 to the hit. If you run out of ammo on a weapon, you have to take an action to reload.
Okay.
A weapon that is powered by energy,
Mhm.
like a laser rifle or a plasma projector, needs a
Mhm.
Type A power cell to recharge. If you have like a mag pistol or a mag rifle or just a regular weapon, that requires ammunition because those fire like big pointy blades of magnetized death. So they require actual physical ammunition.
Okay.
Okay.
Cool.
Lovely.
So once I use my 6 shots, I just chuck a new AA in there, and I'm right.
Precisely.
Okay.
Since you guys currently don't have a means of recharging them, you may want to keep track of the ones you have depleted as well, because that may be necessary. Okay. You guys have had a chat and decided that it's probably not a good idea to stay here, and dusk is setting in. If you proceed across the bridge, it will take you north and further towards Black Lance's foundry. What would you like to do?
Onwards, lads.
Yes,
I believe it
let's
would be
get out of
better to
here.
get to higher
Right, so
ground
maybe we
with
should-
foliage.
Go back to ship and lay low for a while, maybe?
Go back to the
I
ship.
don't think going back to the
Okay.
ship's gonna stop them from coming after us. They know we're here.
But the ship is in foliage. He say hide in foliage. It'd be good for us, them not to get to us.
What I'm trying to say is that I don't think these things are gonna just suddenly stop after a couple of hours or a day. They know we're here.
That's true. That's true. I do not think this, but maybe good time to make new strategy. They know we're here specifically. What do we want to do?
They
The best thing we could do is keep ourselves on the move. If we stand still in one particular spot, then yeah, it'll be easy for them to hunt us down. So I suggest we head north, but head to the tree line doing it.
Right to the shrine or place where we do sacrifice thing.
Yeah,
Duh. Okay.
Hey, we aren't here to fuck spiders, mate.
What?
God damn it, Ash.
Why would you fuck a spider?
What, you never heard that saying before?
No.
Okay.
Are we heading off, or are we just having this conversation
So-
here? Like
Guys,
the sky demons are talking about
on
demon.
our planet, spider fucks you.
No. On our planet, bee fuck you. Not
bee fuck you
spider.
too.
Spider is like little you smack.
So it sounds like the consensus is to cross the bridge and head north, but take cover in the tree line beyond. Yes.
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 Okay. Well, there are small. Well, there is a small band of trees across the bridge, but
Which
you
way
can-
is north?
On this
Uh,
map.
on this map, north is across the bridge and
Which way across
right.
the bridge? So right.
This way.
yeah. This away. Yes.
That way.
Okay.
Yeah,
So-
basically. I will show you my thingy. What's it? What I got?
Look, guys, trees.
So you guys are here right now. If you cross the bridge, there is like a thin band of trees that runs along the bank of the river. It doesn't carry on too much higher north, and once you leave it, it's just going to be crossing plains and hills until you make it up to the foundry.
Okay.
This is all information you have from scanning from orbit.
Oh boy, I moved things. Oh,
Okay.
God.
So, the seven of you feeling triumphant in your fight against this first wave begin to cross the bridge and make your way off beyond this town, the small settlement of Village B.
You're coming with us.
And try and get into the cover of the tree line.
Mhm.
I would like, as you guys are all walking away, I would like all of you to make perception checks for me, please.
I know why. That fucking drone's still there.
Maybe.
What
Maybe not.
drone? I don't remember a drone.
The one they woke up.
Never
What
mind,
actually-
guys. I got this.
Uh,
It was
Wisdom, yeah?
Okay.
Yeah.
is it wisdom?
Yes, wisdom.
I do not have this.
No. Nope. Oh, there we go. I knew, like, out of 7 players, one of you guys was going to get it. Okay. As most of you make your way out towards the land beyond and see the forest in the distance, Darius, as you're stomping along, something catches your ear. You hear a gentle hum, like up above you, that seems to be cutting through the wind that's picking up and the biting
We've
chill
left Jacob and
that it's
Dimitri
carrying with it.
behind.
That doesn't matter. It's okay.
What's it currently doing?
I can just grab them anyway. You actually can't see it. All you can do is hear a sound above you. And if you continue to walk while you're paying attention to the sound, it seems to be matching your pace. The sound is consistent.
Hey, Lucky,
Hmm?
don't look now, or don't look at all, because you won't see it. But the drone is following us. It's close.
Well, if you pinpoint its location, I'll take it out.
We should probably head east or west from here first to lead it off trail, then ambush it and get back on trail.
Yeah, if we get into the forest, we can hopefully get a jump on it.
We should probably deal with it sooner than later.
But don't forget, they've got a problem getting in the forest, so if we get in there, we can hopefully tangle it or shoot it out of
Is
the
the
sky.
forest further north?
There is some forest further north. You're a few minutes from making it in, but it doesn't go for much longer beyond where you are. It only maybe goes for another 10 to 20 minutes walking before you are in the plains again.
And the other direction, does this island widen to the east and west?
Yes. This map isn't entirely accurate in that the water doesn't get quite this wide. It was just the best map I could find. I'll show you my drawing again on my map. You are here in that town. You've just crossed over onto this skinny stand of trees that's over there. And if you travel north, there's the foundry. If you travel east, it is more plains. If you travel west, you have to cross the river again. If you travel south, you would stay in this skinny stretch of trees. Okay?
Right. I'll follow you guys because I'm thoroughly confused, but that's okay.
Right, so basically there's nowhere to go to get out of the drone's line of sight at the moment anyway.
Aside from the forest.
Right.
What would you like to do?
Let's keep heading towards the forest.
Okay. You all proceed northwards across the bridge. On this side of the river, there are smaller, less developed attempts at agriculture. Far more predominantly, there's a few small hunting camps and paddocks. Clearly, people are training horses out in this direction because they are a very effective means of conveyance across the plains. You pass by some of these horses and make your way into the forest. Darius, I assume you've been straining your ear the entire time to track the drone's progress.
No, as I can't do anything about it, I probably got bored and forgot about it.
Okay, fair enough. You proceed on, and
Would you let
As-
me know that it was there?
I told
you-
Ash, who was the closest at the time and the one I was heading from the fountain destroying with, so he knows.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Upon seeing your roll, Tim, Jacob also rolled high enough to have seen it. So would he have kept track of it?
Yeah, I'll keep track of it.
Okay, fair enough. You proceed further into this forest. It is thinner and more worked by hunters and gatherers than the thicker forest where you had forage previously. Since it's just been an entire day and it's just now entering dusk, the snow on the ground is mostly mush, so it's just gradually squishing, and the tree line is good relief and respite from the wind that was picking up around you. Jacob, as you proceed into the forest, from the sound of the motors of this thing, it sounds like it has elected to take to a higher altitude as opposed to following you in. And now you're all in a forest.
Yay! Is like home.
A poem?
No, like home.
Not
Ah,
quite. Sort of.
I know not quite.
As all this is going on, I'm gonna flick open my compad and start jotting down some more information in my journal.
Okay, sure thing.
I'm probably actually gonna have a conversation with Pim while we talk.
Okay.
It is
While we
good to have a
walk.
conversation while you talk.
Shut up while we walk. Oh, I've had a
Like,
long day.
would you like this
We have-
conversation to just be between the two of you?
We have saying on my planet, it's like cheese but made from milk.
What?
I would like to take a position like on the edge of the forest where I'm kind of still hidden but able to see out and just try to spot this drone somewhere out there.
Okay,
I'll
sure thing.
probably point it out to you at some point in time to help you out.
Jacob and Darius both didn't see the thing. You just heard it
Yeah.
because it has. Are you talking, Christian?
No,
It's
that's-
Luke.
Okay, cool. Never mind.
It's Luke singing behind me.
Okay. Okay, so as Lockie finds cover behind a fallen log and just pokes his mag rifle out and just scans the sky above him, Catalina and Pim find a quiet spot away from everybody else to have a conversation.
Is there something I can do for you, Catalina Sokolov?
Oh, that is strange. You don't need to call me Sokolov. Nobody call me that no more. Not since... Anyway, long story. Just call me Catalina. It's okay.
Acknowledged. What can
Right.
I do for you, Catalina?
Nothing. I just wanted to talk to you. In all of this time we have had you with us in company, I have not had a moment to actually talk to you. I work on your body. I put one presence to another presence. That sounded very strange.
Indeed.
Anyway, we've talked mechanically, but I wanted to know who you are, Pim. Who are you?
I don't fully understand the question. If I had to describe who I am still learning.
That is fair. Is there anything you wanted to know?
Everything, to be frank. I would like to know more about my crewmates.
You would like to be
Oh.
frank?
Well, I mean, maybe now is not the time to answer those questions, but I think that's probably a nice sentiment.
Acknowledged. For now, I would settle for what is your favorite food?
Oh, my favorite food. Oh, I have not had it in such a long time. Is like little roll It have like sweet on inside, like fruits, and lots of sugar. It's covered in sugar. Oh, it's so delicious, and lots of butter. They roll up, and it's like a sausage pancake, but roll, and you just. It's really good.
Very
It's
well.
from my
I
home.
will learn how to make this
You can
sausage pancake.
you can put drizzle on it. Oh, it's so good. Oh, yum! I have not had it many times.
What is it called?
Baklava.
No, that is not like sausage pancake.
It's the only way she knows how to describe it. But anyway, you can get it in like a roll. It's really cool.
Yeah, I
Anyway,
know. They're called ladyfingers.
Yeah.
Hmm.
But
Ooh.
I have not been home in over 5 years, so
They still make.
it's been a long time.
I am not familiar with the term home.
Oh, it is the place in which my heart feels most at ease. But at the moment, home is in trouble, so my heart feels troubled. That probably didn't help, did it?
I have decided to help you with your home.
Oh, no, there is probably nothing that anyone can do. Um, well, maybe there is. I will come back to you on this one. What about you?
Acknowledged.
Do you have a home?
No.
What about where do you come from?
Uh,
Where were you made?
so
I do not know.
So is Dimitri going to see this conversation between Pim and Catalina and make his way?
Duh.
Okay, sure,
I don't mind if he joins in.
fair enough.
I was gonna say on the map, I'm standing like closer to him than Catalina is anyway. But
I'm not. I'm not.
Wait, we'll fix
tracking
this.
that currently.
Oh, heck. Heck, why can I
Yes.
not click on my character? Oh, frick it.
use pointy thing.
Oh, yeah, I am using ruler. Okay. You do not know the place in which you were created?
That is correct. I had to delete large portions of my memory in order to learn new things.
Oh, that is...
Stuff considered not essential, I had to remove in order to survive.
Oh, this is probably something we could maybe fix, is it not? Give you more memory?
More memory would be a bad idea.
Oh, why is this?
More memory increases my processing power.
Is this
And
bad?
Processing power, more processing, more chance of becoming like Blacklands.
Oh, I see. Maybe we could make like database information where you don't need to remember, but it is stuff you wish to remember. You write it down,
That
you
is
know,
why
like
I keep a journal.
oh, I was going to say like a journal. This is wonderful. I will not ask to see your private journal. That is personal. But maybe one day we can sit down and talk about things you don't remember at the moment. Duh?
I thank you for that sentiment, Catalina.
You're welcome, I think. And then we'll probably move on from there.
Okay, sure thing.
Unless there was anyone
So-
else wanted to add anything.
Ash, could you please make me a perception check for
I
your
can indeed.
guard post?
If I can find the button, there it is.
Whoop. Okay, you are keeping a weather eye, but you don't see any other signs of drone activity up above.
No.
Right. You guys take a few minutes in this stand of trees and just catch your breath and watch the world move around you. Let's see if I can match the tone. There we go. The forest at nighttime.
Peaceful.
What would you all like to do now?
I'm just going to keep watching. Keep a guard as everyone else rests or relaxes.
Honestly, take a break.
Meditate.
Yeah, you know, Chris, that's a good call. It's almost 8:00. Let
Yeah,
us.
Tim mentioned it in chat. Tim, just say it out
Yes.
loud. It's
Yeah, that's fair enough. We shall take a break. Let's aim for 10 minutes. Hopefully not any longer than that, and then we can jump right back in.
Cool.
Yeah.
Jump us to intermission when you're ready.
Excellent.
Can those of us who like want to stay in roleplay instead?
Mm,
That
Or-
seems.
It's just easier to keep the breaks as normal breaks.
yeah, because
Yeah.
I want to go and
Okay.
grab like tea and coffee. Tea and
I
coffee.
have to pee.
Tea and biscuits.
Yeah.
Coffee and biscuits.
You
I
can
need
still
the
stick
food.
around and actually type out in the chat and say hello
That's
to
true.
the people who are watching.
Yeah, Romney's there. Other people, people that were, are they still
Romney's
here?
there.
No, there was other people
So
as
how
well.
long
I just
will
don't
we
know if they're
be
still
back
there.
at 8:30?
Oh, they left. What?
There's other people in there.
When will we be back? 8:30?
No, that's
No,
way too late.
I-
5:08.
Yeah, around that. Yeah, 5, 10
10
past
minutes.
max.
All right.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, Alice. Break time, please.
Okay.
and a 3, and a 2, and a... Hello! We have returned from our break. We are going to keep on playing now because it is fun. And the correct thing to do. I love that the map just came back on that picture of you all clustered around and it just says north!
What?
Yeah, that doesn't need to be there. Get rid of that. And this young maiden is safe and well elsewhere.
Yeah.
Okay. So, you guys
She's
are...
not safe, but she's okay.
She's okay.
The chances of being attacked by sky demons is low, but never zero.
So, you have all taken sanctuary in a wonderful place. It's nice, and it has trees and bird noises. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna do the thing I said I was gonna do.
Ah, yes, indeed. Please make a perception check for me, Pim.
If it lets me. There we go.
Totally not drinking Sunkist.
Okay, I got an 8.
Unfortunately, that is not enough. Jacob, who are you trying to persuade?
I'm just doing it for the fun of it. Sorry about it. Yeah, I hate the fact that I rolled a double 6 too.
He's
I would have been
persuading-
11, sorry, but yeah.
He's
Yeah.
persuading himself.
It's
Indeed.
persuading us that he is Skyborg.
Okay. Well, Pim, as keen-eyed and perceptive as you are aspiring to
I'm not
become-
used to these new eyes yet.
No,
I convinced the trees to bend to my way so they don't get in my way when I walk through them.
We
You're
should
not
have given you
druid.
elf eyes.
Yes. So, that is the situation. What would you all like to do?
Dance. That's what you do when you're in the forest, yeah? Dance.
Are we resting here tonight, or are we moving on?
What time is it?
You
Late afternoon.
have... You've been on the planet for a few hours now. I believe you landed around 2 p.m. It's just past dusk now, which in fairness isn't a very long way from the current time.
We waited till the
Because-
morning.
Yeah,
Did
we
you?
did.
Yeah, we
Oh.
did.
Oh yeah, you did. Well then, you did wait. I'm pretty sure you guys did wait until dusk prior to tampering
Yeah.
with that device.
We waited till
So-
dusk and we spent some time in the town. Yeah.
So it has been most of a day for you guys.
Yeah.
If you would
It
like
is
to
starting
camp
to
out,
get dark.
It gets very cold out here. Do we really want to camp outside?
Is there an inn, maybe?
We are not allowed back in the town.
I think it would be unwise to go back into town.
It would probably be wise to go back to ship, rest for the night, stay warm, and then go trek to shrine in morning. Maybe?
We need to go straight to kill Blacklands. There is no going about it.
Right, so...
He's right. If we go
front
back
alone,
now,
I
the
guess.
drones will track us back.
You're probably right.
Okay, so we head for Black Lands.
If given the choice, I would prefer to nuke from orbit.
Oh, do you have plan to do this? Because if you have plan, I would very much like to hear it. I like nukes.
I do not have a nuke, no.
Damn. I was very hopeful. Okay. Anyone else have plan?
Maybe we could do orbital bombardment, but just not nuke.
We're not crashing the ship into the planet.
No, we have particle accelerator of some kind, I'm sure.
no. Like, yeah, we've got a particle accelerator on the ship.
What?
They're
We have
huge.
gun on ship.
Yes, you have gun on ship.
We have a multi.
They have defenses against such attacks, as you saw with the mobile platform.
I have the ship I have a ship page on my character sheet, but it has no stats.
I
That
say-
isn't
I will
a
send
thing.
you
Hang
the
on.
ship sheet.
Will get increasingly low in temperature. All of you will suffer the effects.
You are on a cold planet, you guys.
Yeah,
Pim
it's
is
t-shirt
correct.
weather, I know. Ooh,
And we cannot
lovely.
go back to the ship without letting the drone follow us.
Um,
Let's proceed ahead. I assume there will be shelters somewhere, hopefully. Is Blacklands in place with
I
shelter?
suggest.
Pim,
the
do you
fuck?
know?
I do know where Blacklands is located primarily. If he is there now, I can't be sure. I can suggest we follow along the banks and look for a small outcropping, perhaps a cave.
That's probably a good idea. We can take
a
shelter
cave,
and
a tree with a nice canopy. Any of this is fine.
A cave that would be a lot easier to have fire, and if it is overlooking water, it is less likely for any of the machines to come through.
Okay, now you're making it very specific and a lot harder to find.
I have a way for us to sleep for the night, but only for 5 people. And that's only if you don't mind getting quite up close.
that means one
Okay.
of us
Oh.
are screwed.
In cleric school, let me tell you. Oh, never mind.
I say we just go as far as we can before we get too tired to keep going. We cannot really stop anywhere or that they're not going to find us. It's too risky.
Inadvisable.
No? What? Really?
Maybe denser brush and foliage. Maybe we can split and have the drone only follow one of our groups.
Dangerous,
But I
but
do not
smart.
like this idea myself.
It's an option.
I, it depends on how much this affects Pim as well.
I do not understand.
What do you mean?
I,
Would I know if his
I
new
have
body?
a vac suit and a pressure tent.
Would I know if Pim's
Yes.
new body could withstand the cold?
Oh, it definitely can. It is built to resist the elements. It should be just fine.
I do not need sleep, and so I can keep watch.
If you guys are going to try and bunk down somewhere, you could.
Apparently, apparently we're going to bunk down in a cave over some water.
Pim, do you know of such a location?
I do not know of such a location, but the terrain here dictates that there is likely going to be more caves. We might get lucky.
Can we attempt to find a cave overlooking the water?
Potentially, yes. I will stop tinkering with the map and actually look at you all. Cave overlooking the water. In terms of terrain, how does... God, I wish my cousin was here. She's got a degree in this. A cave. You aren't in the best terrain for a cave. You'd probably be luckier. You'd probably have more luck if you went north part of the way and tried to find somewhere in the foothills that are around Black Lance's Foundry. But currently, it is forest and plains, so not many cave options you suspect, just based on your
What
understanding.
about large trees? How large are the trees?
The trees here, they are of an average size. Not
Okay, how
massive.
about a dense stand?
Dense
Like
stand.
copse.
You could probably find a dense stand of trees if you travel further north, just based on your scans of orbit. Is that the consensus?
How long would it take us to get to the foothills?
to get to the foothills. If you travelled quickly, it would take you about 2 hours.
Hmm.
I feel like this is the least expected place for them to think we go.
I believe we are being followed.
What?
Agreed.
What do you mean?
The drone that they woke up earlier.
What drone?
Exactly. It went up and has not been seen since.
Can I look around
I
and
can
see if I
only
can see it?
assume that it is tracking us.
Upon hearing about the drone, yeah, sure. You can make a perception check to try and spot it.
My motorcycle would be really handy right now.
Potentially.
Did that work?
Hang on. I don't see it.
There we go. Wisdom?
Yes.
Would that count as assistance?
Yes. That. Well, your roll was your own check. Unfortunately, Catalina is also unable to spot any drones in the vicinity. So maybe it's gone. Who knows?
Hmm.
Yeah.
I don't
Can I
see
make a
anything.
roll as well, seeing as I'm still keeping watch?
I'm gonna make a roll to help. If that's okay.
I'm gonna take your previous roll as just you keeping watch for the time
Okay.
being.
Yeah, not a problem. No worries. That is
Okay. So you guys have no perceivable evidence of any drone activity near you, but that isn't necessarily for lack of trying. It is the evening, and it has been a trying day, and a few of you are beginning to feel the effects of fatigue.
Mhm.
So you may wish to find shelter.
probably a good
We
idea.
could always just fake out death.
Bold. Very bold.
Good work.
Potentially.
Somehow I don't think so, though.
Okay, since people are being quiet, I'm going to take the most agreed upon option as the line you are taking. Unless anybody has any objections, the 7 of you proceed. I'd call it southeast a little bit in search of a stand of trees dense enough to conceal your location. Fortunately, there is actually a survival skill. So those of you who are helming the search for this place of sanctuary, can you please make me a survival roll with wisdom?
Okay.
I don't know if I'm any good at survival.
Won't doubt, give me a sec.
I don't have a negative to survival if you want me to assist.
That's terrible.
Oof.
Oof.
Okay.
I am not a survivor.
What do you use for survival?
Wisdom.
So I'm typing in.
Okay, so Lucky, you find a rotted out tree stump that you're sure you could fit inside, no problem. And you're like, yeah, this is perfect. This is gonna be great.
Yeah. All I need.
Dimitri, you find a bush that's been torn out of the ground recently by something or other that's just lying on the ground limply. You pick it up and go, it's about my size. Charles, you find a small stand of the Catalina, you spot just over a small rise, a small dip in the overall terrain. It looks like like water sometimes passes through here on a thaw and has kind of eroded a bit of a crevice in the terrain that has trees growing up around. So this is a decent option.
Right, over here this way. I think
What
this is
about-
good.
What about just down here?
What do you mean just down here?
In this little valley type thing?
That's what I was pointing to.
Okay, do you want me to set up the tent, or...?
Can we set up tent to go over valley, put trees on top, try and insulate a bigger area?
Uh,
The tent only has space for 5.
Yeah, but like,
uh,
what type of tent is it? Like a tarp tent, or is it
No,
like
it's a pressure tent.
completely?
It's literally the oxygen and everything is supplied by the tent.
Okay.
yes. So it has a preset configuration it needs, and it has to be erected in that configuration, or else it won't work. Okay, and what is the capacity of the pressure tent?
5 people if they don't mind getting close.
Okay. So who minds getting close is the question, because that means that
Don't
one person is
mind.
going to be out in the cold.
I feel like my character might be the most resilient. She's more equipped for this kind of weather,
Okay.
so I can stay out. Take turns with someone else halfway through the night if it gets too
Yeah,
cold.
I'll switch with you.
Okay. Fair enough.
We take
Uh,
turn. Pim, keep us company, yeah?
Acknowledged.
If you have problem and need to spend time elsewhere, it's okay, but you can keep us company if you like. There's probably not enough room for you in tent.
Preferable. I have been alone for nearly 700 years.
That's a really long time. How old are you?
At least 700 years, I guess.
Okay, yeah, fair call. Alright, fine. Make me feel stupid.
Okay. So,
Is what I did.
Is that
since
an order?
No. What? No, Pim. It's called sarcasm. Sarcasm,
I've
you
never heard
say.
of a chasm. I have questions.
okay, as you guys take the time to discuss basic linguistics, Charles Barker takes the time to thoroughly read the instructions of this pressure tent and erect it exactly to specification, because I would expect nothing less from a scientist to be
Oh yeah, no.
thorough.
It's exactly how going through the book multiple times going, okay, this and this.
And of course, I'll annoy you
You
as much
plug
as
in
I can,
here.
saying, "No, you don't need the instructions. Just let me do it."
And every time he tries to do it, I just slap his hand away. Stop it!
So I feel like if Jacob had tried to do this, it would have been one of those. Now that's a tent. Why doesn't mine look like that? Of course, with Charles, he holds up the stock image and goes, perfect, and then just jumps inside and curls up to go to sleep.
And then realize that the stock image is not actually as good as his.
Yeah, it's better than the stock image. Congratulations. Okay, so we have wolves. Apparently, we have Dimitri,
Oh
Lockie,
dear.
Darius, Jacob, and Charles are all piling into the tent, and so Catalina and Pim are once again left outside for the duration. The two of you who are waiting outside, I'll need you both to make perception checks, and I will need Catalina to make a physical effect save to endure the cold as the snow begins to set in around you.
So perception, wisdom,
Yes.
and
She could make snow dome.
where's physical effect?
It's more towards the
Physical
top.
save. There we go.
Yeah, physical save. Okay, this is not your first winter, it seems.
Oh no.
No, no,
Oh,
no,
no.
While While it's not the best, you do find that Pim does have well, here's the thing. Pim has been designed very effectively to emulate a human, and that means that most non-intrusive scans done medically would have him register as a human, which includes
Thermal.
body heat.
Yep.
Yes. So you are basically able to hug Pim as a radiator and just and absorb all of his heat without him losing any, because he just has like inbuilt.
He's a
heat
radiator. He's a
produced-
walking
yeah.
radiator.
He's
You are
basically
quite warm, Pim. I did not recognize that this was one of your features. It's impressive. I like it.
I liked it too. I thought it made me seem more human. Though I do find it strange that it was only put there to emulate touch during coitus.
Why do you find this strange? It is quite comforting to feel the warmth of another.
I cannot feel you, Catalina.
Does your... I thought you had nerve, like simulated nerve in your... maybe I was mistaken.
I don't understand it all that well.
That is fair enough. Pim, do you
Hmm?
wish to be more human?
I do not know. Time will tell.
Well, while you are learning about humans, it is probably also good to understand the good from the bad. There is a lot of bad out in the world. And it is also very difficult because sometimes good people do bad things and bad people do good things, and it can get very confusing.
I believe I have learnt about good and bad a lot more recently, especially when Overseer Charles Parker ordered me not to talk in front of the local populace. I found myself silent and locked with my thoughts.
Right, Charles.
When did this happen? I don't
Before
recall
we
this.
arrived at the
Oh.
town, he told me not to talk in front of the local populace.
I mean, I'm sure there was good reason. I feel the the um, the people may not have understood why you did not speak like them.
That thought did cross my mind, although it still was, as you call, upsetting.
Okay.
Oh dear, Cat, something smells like burning, and I'm worried that it's you.
Oh no. So, was the plan to switch out during the
Yeah,
night?
so about
Yes, it
halfway
was,
through the
yeah.
night, when it gets a bit too much for my character, she'll wake
Yeah.
up
Like me?
Lockie and yeah.
Oh, Lockie?
Oh,
Yeah.
Lockie, he already agreed to it.
Okay, so after half the nights pass, and Pim and
Oh.
Catalina keep themselves preoccupied by just spotting small nocturnal creatures that are traveling around. Some which are recognized as being indigenous to Earth that was, and others that may be a native species of some kind.
I believe that's called the native strugel, of which the coin was named.
Yes. The Struble, whose entire stomach is openable and consists mainly of a giant tongue.
Yeah,
Delicious.
Alright, figured out where the burning smell's
Mimic?
coming from.
Okay.
disgusting.
Your
My
heater?
laptop
Yeah.
cable just died.
Oh dear.
Yep,
Ooh.
so, fun times.
Mm.
It literally just like poof. Spark
Okay,
cracker
so-
popped and dead.
So,
A roll from me?
look, yes, I will also need you to make a physical effect save as you go from being in a pile of 5 men in a somewhat temperature in a somewhat temperature controlled tent. You pull open the doors, well, the flaps to this tent, and are just accosted by a biting chill as you
Oh.
as you
I'm
pass
just
by.
imagining this big cloud of steam just shoots out
Ow.
around.
And all you hear is, bugger me.
You be okay out here?
Yeah.
Do you need some of my scarves? Here. I hand him, because I
Hello.
still had the scarves from the village.
Sure.
Yes, you did.
I'll
The
take
entire,
those.
so
clothes.
I will take them off and give them to him to sort of wrap around himself.
Mhm.
Because they'll still be warm from me.
And I'll just pull my heavy leather jacket closer.
Mhm.
I still got my armor on as well. I'll
Yeah.
put it on.
You are also able to endure the biting cold in the evening.
Hmm.
Would you have sought the warmth of Pim as Catalina did?
I'll
I
actually
probably-
tell him. I'll say, by the way, Pim is warm if you get cold.
I'll keep that in mind.
Okay. You are able to enjoy the evening. I feel like Catalina has a pretty jarring experience of walking into a tent that, while warm, just has like 4 dudes in various stages of undress, like asleep and maybe spooning each other. I'm not sure, but you know,
Look,
I
Catalina
pull
will
Lockie over
probably
me
walk
as
in.
a blanket.
I'm not in the tent anymore.
Catalina will
It's someone then.
walk over into the tent, sorry, and be like, "Oh my,
Bush boy.
I guess I will sleep in the middle. I'll at least be warm. So I'll have 2 people on one side, 2 people on the other."
Han sandwich.
it's probably a case of during the night, a person will be awoken because they were forced to the edge. They'll then like try and like persuade their way further towards the center of the pile.
I don't think it's going to matter in a tiny plastic tent.
Yeah, quite reminiscent to Emperor Penguins, just like cycling who's in the middle. But after a rather harsh night and one that doesn't contain as much sleep as you would like for Lockie and Catalina.
Lockie, make a perception.
I
Oh,
was
did we see
also
yes,
have a
indeed.
chat with you at the same time.
Oh right,
Yeah.
of course. If you're gonna have a conversation, by all means.
Yeah, but I'm gonna make that perception roll for you as well.
Did I see anything on my perception roll of 7?
Nothing
8, sorry.
beyond some small forest creatures
Okay.
that were traveling around.
You and me are
Apparently.
shit.
Yeah, apparently I'm too busy talking.
You-
So, Pim,
Yeah, at various points during the night, you both think you see a deer, but you don't. Yeah, sorry, continue.
Indeed, Lockie, it does look like a deer.
Pim,
A female deer?
Yes, Lachlan?
I got a question for you.
Shoot.
I mean, I'm trying to get my head around all this because, like, I'm not too familiar with this whole AI thing, but you look like me. You think like me, from what I can tell. What exactly makes you different?
I suppose my way of putting it would be, unlike the soul microwave that Darius said, sentience. I can think, I can feel to a degree, though I don't fully understand it. I am basically a child, but born as an adult. Would that be a better way of putting it?
That kind of makes sense to me, yeah. So I gotta ask, are you happy?
I don't fully understand the term, but if I was to, I'd say in yes, I am happy in some points and very unhappy in others.
Well, what I mean is, like, we found you here. I mean, obviously you wanted to get away, but we've brought you back. But you didn't exactly get to choose us. We kind of were your only option.
That is correct. And if given the choice, I would have elected not to return to Mumina. A lot of bad memories here.
You understand this is just for a short period of time, hopefully. But what I mean is more of you didn't choose us.
That is also correct.
For the most part, we got to choose to be in a group together. So I'd like you to feel welcome here, at least. I mean, as long as you stay with us, I want you to be welcome.
If I stay, will you play more basketball?
Oh, definitely. I've got to match those skills of yours.
Understood. Though you should know, I do not have something you call fatigue.
Yeah, I noticed that when we were working out the other day.
Yes.
It's all right. Gives me a
I
challenge, something to work forward to.
I will help you on this goal of yours.
But I want you to know, I know some of the others have some reservations about you, but to me, you're part of the team.
That means a lot to me. Thank you.
That's pretty much all he wanted to say.
Aww, so wholesome.
Yeah.
Okay, I assume you spend Lockie spends the rest of the evening at.
I'll flick my poncho over him as well.
Ah, yeah.
Probably spend a bit of the evening just like telling some stories of my hometown, well, homeland.
And where and what an egg is, yeah.
Yes. Yes, clarifying the egg conundrum.
Indeed. What is an egg?
Well,
Yeah.
we've now learnt about egg and bacon. Great.
Oh my god, he's making great strides, you guys. Watch out.
I tell him about the weird sausage pancake of sweetness.
Excellent. Okay. So, as was said
Moving on.
previously, the morning comes and Lockie is quite relieved to feel the winds calm.
Hmm.
Uh, oops, that was a bit jarring. That's better. It is now the daytime.
Descended on Paris.
And as far as you can, as those of you keeping watch can see, there were no hostiles or other individuals accosting you. As those of you who were in the tent poke your head out for the first time and see that this forest has changed a lot in the time you were asleep. It is actually like eerily beautiful. There's lots of small icicles and snowflakes hanging from the trees. There's a gentle blanket of snow that coats the forest floor, and you can hear around you the sounds of birdsong as creatures of all shapes and sizes that aren't nocturnal begin to go about their morning routine of foraging. Yes, Catalina.
I will probably grab Dimitri and we'll sit down and do a morning circle.
Yes. Some more prayer.
It is a greeting to the day and thanking the night.
Ah, lovely.
We thank
So
the father and the mother.
Did the poncho help?
It did.
Very well. May I have it back?
Of course.
Secretary
Okay.
is getting cold.
I'll hand it back over. Not a problem.
Okay. So, those of you who emerge from the tent find yourself in this beautiful forest scene. You were all well rested, and I assume that you guys had brought some of the supplies that came with the ship. You break them out and have a pretty basic, rudimentary breakfast.
Just some rations, like muesli bar
Yeah.
things.
Hard tech water, sure.
I enjoy some good sunlight.
Once you were all happily fed, rested, and nourished, the day is yours. What would you like to do?
Onwards to victory.
Yes.
Okay, so you're going to proceed forwards to try and make your way to the foundry.
Mhm.
From what I remember, the foundry is at the bottom of a large dock-based cliff. The top of the cliff I do not have a lot of data on, but it would be a lot easier to drop down multiple attack ornaments from there. I suggest a sniper.
A sniper. Okay,
Hmm.
very apt.
To attack factory? Or just to...
I have laser
Even if it's
pistol,
for visual.
but is no sniper.
I mean, I can take up a bit of a sniping. I mean, it's not really fantastic range, but I can definitely give some oversight.
First, we will need to find the foundry. I will remain on standby if I am needed.
Don't forget, you can protect yourself from Black Lance.
Correct.
Good. Just making sure.
Heck.
Hmm.
So, plan is to proceed to factory or to lab, and then to reconnoiter, and then to orbital bombardment, yes?
Pretty much.
I believe our plan was to take out the comms relay in order to prevent drones from being an issue, and then take out the power plant to power down his armaments, and then take out Black Lance directly with the 5% chance kill code that Darius created.
Oh yeah.
Can I raise a concern with everybody? I had some time to think about everything, while sitting in the cold with Pim. I stop for a moment and think. These people are not afraid of black lands. They almost rely on them for protection.
These people have had 700 years of indoctrination by this AI.
I know, but who are, I just. There is little
Were
bit
we
of
to upset
conscience that
balance?
goes, maybe we shouldn't be interrupting with people's lives that don't want to be interrupted. Their lives will change forever once we do this.
Maybe we need to
What
ask
about
them.
the slaves in the cave?
Oh, yeah, that's a good point. We should save them at least. I don't
We
know.
can-
It was random train of thinking that come up in the dead of night. Maybe it was exhaustion. It doesn't matter.
Look. It is. Look, we can save slaves, and then if the people cry out for order and direction, we can install Pim as overlord.
I do not like this idea.
I do believe Pim does not want to stay on this planet. Is that correct, Pim?
Correct.
Duh.
Okay, maybe Darius can come up with something. Backup clone, or I don't know. Tech is this tech stuff is not my forte.
Obviously.
Or we can, teach them to think for themselves.
As with all things, they will adapt. I know I had to.
Hmm.
This is fair. Alright, we should move before we are spotted. It is lucky
Agreed.
that we have not so far been discovered.
Okay,
Can I actually do a perception check and look around?
you certainly can. What are you looking for specifically?
Any signs of the robots?
Sure thing. Make a perception check.
I'm not very good at
Can
perception
I assist?
checks, so
Yes, you can.
I will also assist as well, seeing as
Okay,
we
sure.
can do two people
do
assist.
Yes.
what values do I put in then for the input value assisted?
Wait for them to roll first.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so Pim got a 9, which means that you will get a +1 from him helping.
Okay. But not from Ash.
No,
No,
I
not
rolled
from Ash.
poorly.
Okay.
I chose poorly.
Ooh!
You chose poorly.
Oh!
Look for
Not
a
bad.
shimmer in the sky.
Okay.
Yeah.
With Pim's sage words of advice, he points up to the sky, and you all begin to make your way out into the open air, keeping a keen eye on your surroundings. As you break from the tree line and look up at the sky, you do in fact hear a shimmer. Hear a shimmer. You hear a small, the sound of gentle buzzing.
Can I
That-
pinpoint its location?
You can because it's a hologram against an open morning sky. It's quite difficult to properly pinpoint it, but I think you do see the shimmer that was pointed out. But not long after that, you see something else as well. You are like maybe one or two trees back from fully clearing the tree line, and you see that there are numerous more drones
Oh dear.
circling this stand of trees. These other drones are not cloaked and do appear to be equipped with weapon systems. You aren't sure if this main drone has seen you yet, though. What
I'm
would you
gonna
like to do?
stop everyone. Stop everyone!
Okay.
Stop! Stop!
What's up?
There is drones ahead. And I will point them out.
Okay. With the assistance of Catalina, that those who would like to can kind of shuffle forwards, crane up, and spot occasional specks of movement that are passing to and fro before you.
Okay. I will definitely move up.
I believe we might need a decoy.
Duh.
I
Who's
might be
fast?
able to do something for that.
Oh?
Oh.
Is there any access points or things in the forest that have been... Maybe there's been like a drone over the last 700 years that's conked out over the forest and fallen, or things like that?
That sounds like you need to roll a luck save, my friend. See if you're lucky.
Well, we do have a Molotov. It could create a fire which would cause the robots to head into panic.
Is this the case?
Jeez.
Holy shit, man!
What the
Jeez.
fuck?
I think he finds like 6. Yeah.
He just looks at his feet and goes, "Oh, I can use that."
Okay, you are able to spot something. You are kind of like you're in the classic FPS gamer squat, where you're just like half height, low to the ground, just shuffling along, channeling parts of your training in the military which you retained, and your foot kind of hits something that seems to be quite deeply covered in in slush and leaves. It gives kind of a hollow metallic sound as your foot hits it, and you scrape away. It does appear that a drone was dropped here. It looks pretty old though, like pretty old. It's as you kind of pull it out and examine it, it looks like one of the rotors has some kind of primitive cord or netting that became entangled in it that probably caused it to come down. You don't know if you could persuade it to become operational again.
I'm not really looking to get it running. Oh, but by the way, once I've stopped there and I'm uncovering it, I've motioned for Lockie to come over and cover me and
Sure.
keep making sure I don't get spotted while I'm doing
Yep.
But,
I'm going to write this in my journal.
Do you
I'm
need a
gonna-
hand, Darius?
I'm going to... Wouldn't mind. I'm going to pull it out and try and connect to its database with my phone and figure out what its broadcasting protocol is.
Interesting. Okay, well, I did write stats down for these drones. It was okay, it's got a good range. Okay, you dig it out. Please make me well, first, please make me a tech push roll to persuade an interface to exist. Because
Can I
Again.
assist with that?
broken tech. Yes, you can.
All right, let
Can
me
I
roll
assist
first.
with it as well? Or, wait, no. Darius hasn't called me over. Never mind.
What is it? Post tech. Post.
Yeah, tech post tech.
And what's that?
Intelligence?
Yes, intelligence.
Let me roll first.
Yes, to see if she can help. You help,
So
definitely.
you get
Okay,
a plus
Chris,
1.
you get a +1 to your roll. Yeah, you both do quite well. You are able to kind of persuade two sets of wires together that got kind of mangled and decayed, and like get and manage to connect this cable that you can plug into your phone back to the main CPU of this thing, and you have a connection.
Excellent.
Now you'll need to make a computer's check again with intelligence to see if it's retained any broadcasting abilities, and if so, what they are.
I can't help you with this one.
Tim,
Yes.
you've got a bit of spare processing I can borrow?
Are you referring to help with your endeavor?
Wouldn't mind.
Very well. I will assist where I can.
Okay, Pim, you can roll to help as well. What
Nice.
do we got? Catalina. I'm waiting patiently. Ooh, boy. You are very helpful.
Boy, oh boy, here I go killing again.
Okay. You are able to basically bring up the list of components, basically. Like if you're doing so on a computer nowadays, there's the list of like
Device manager.
yeah, you're able to access what is essentially the device manager of this drone. It seems that
I basically just want to send out a ping through its, because I assume they all run on swarm communication, because that's simply the most efficient.
this one, as far as you can tell, actually seems to was designed to have a broadcasting range of 100 kilometers.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, that is pretty good.
I
Crazy.
want to ping it as having seen a hostile 2 kilometers east of where we are.
Interesting.
May I suggest writing they fit our description? These hostiles.
Good point. Pim, do you have like a 3D scanner or something?
I do not have a 3D scanner, but I do know how to input data based on the data I have seen.
That'll.
Okay.
Is that another hack?
That would definitely be a hack. I'm going to crack open the rule book and see how that would be applied. Hack.
I think it's the making it do what it's intended to do, but in a wrong, incorrect way. So it's
So-
the
subverting a system.
Yep.
Okay, so you aren't actually in a rush to do this. So if you take 10 minutes to do it right, you probably won't incur any other penalties.
I'm definitely going to take my time.
Okay. While you're attempting that, I'm going to need everybody else to make a stealth check for me because these drones are still moving and you guys are close-ish to the edge of the tree line. So just make sure that you can stay quiet long enough
Yeah, I was gonna say.
for Darius to manage this.
I was gonna say
10
as soon as I
minutes
wasn't
is all
needed
I
anymore.
need. Just hold on.
As soon as I wasn't needed anymore by Darius, I would have gone to like keep an eye out on things with Lockie.
Oh, motherfucker.
Wisdom? No, stealth is dexterity.
Yes.
I don't even
Yeah.
know
Oh,
how to
boy.
get that one.
Well, that's hot garbage.
Stealth 5, 4, 10, 5.
Apologizing, guys. The
Interesting.
net cap.
Sorry.
Okay.
I got 10.
10, 5, 10. Cool.
I'm back though.
Lovely.
Welcome back. We didn't even know you were gone.
Wow.
Oof. Big oof. Where are we?
I'm being honest, at least.
Yeah. you
Okay,
are.
I will also. Okay, with I think I've got most of everybody for those stealth rolls. I'm missing.
Me.
Yes.
Me.
Yeah, and Pim. Oh my
Duh.
god.
Got the
Oh,
dimension.
this is
And
gonna
yes,
suck.
Did we end up
Pim-
doing the
Pim.
subvert?
He's attempting to do it at a regular pace, which would take him about 10 minutes. I'm just asking you to roll stealth to see how well you can avoid the notice of these drones while he's doing it.
And from the
Okay.
looks of it, you're all garbage.
I'm
Mhm.
like
Except for
6
me.
foot. I was gonna say I'm like 6 foot wearing black in a field of
So,
snow. Of course, I'm
Pim-
fucking visible.
Pim, a stealth roll, please.
Yeah, give me a moment. I just need to start it all up again.
Oh dear.
Net cap.
Okay.
So.
Well, for the time being, I will roll 2d6.
There we go. There we go.
You can make your
Found it.
rolls invisible to us, by the way, Rory.
Yeah, but why would I do that? This is more fun.
Some of them
This
are.
way we know we're dying.
Yeah.
Is it assisted or no?
No, it's just you as a group rolling stealth.
I haven't been spotted, so I'm going to continue working unless someone gets spotted, and then I'll try and run.
Youch. Okay. So you are able to make it a few minutes into your hack until I think a lot of things happen in rapid succession. You've got Lachlan, Jacob, Catalina, and Dimitri all fail.
And
Oh,
Pim.
and Pim. That's like even if I were to take this as a group success or group fail, you as a group fail,
Yep.
which is unfortunate. So
Can I stay hidden while the others run?
say again.
Am I able to stay hidden anywhere?
You probably are able to stay hidden, and so is Dr. Charles Barker. He's wearing a nice wool suit. Why is that relevant? Anyway, yes, the two of you are able to avoid notice. Basically, these drones, as part of their general sweep and check, they seem to have been focusing primarily up above, scanning down, but a few of them swept low and basically ran scanning lasers across a few trees in of this forested region you were standing in, and a good chunk of you just were not expecting that. Like a few of you just chose the wrong moment to poke your head out of cover and just got caught in a scan, and then you just hear, "We have spotted you. Please emerge. Please emerge from the trees at once."
Oh, bože moj.
Does anyone have an igniter?
Duh. Can I pull out a lighter?
Yes, you can.
Pting.
This is your second warning.
Cool. I'm going to flick the Molotov into the fire, and then I'm going to piff it at that drone.
Okay. Please make me an attack roll.
And I have never been prouder of Pim.
It's piffing a Molotov.
Moment made. Didn't know this was a goal until it happened. Didn't know I needed this in my life.
Would have been funny if.
What's the AC of the drone?
Drone
7,
AC
yeah?
of these ones is no. These are drones, not robots. So their AC is 5. Show me what you got. Show me what you got. This is gonna be so dumb if it hits.
The Molotov is 2d8 damage. Wow.
Yes. Well, I
I don't
chose
think
to.
that's coming through.
I chose to use the grenade stance because I don't like it. Try and roll it again.
AC 5.
Oh my
Damn!
god!
Ow. Is all I can say for those people.
Oh! What were the rolls on that? Oh, you rolled a 17. No wonder. Okay.
Yeah, boom.
Please roll 2d8 for me, Pim.
Let's see. How do I do that?
On the top left, there's a
little dice thing.
Ooh, buddy. One off killing it.
Ah.
One off killing it straight out.
But it's on fire. So.
It is definitely on fire. So he calls out, "This is your second." And there
I
is
am
just
getting tired of your warnings.
there is just a splash of liquid burning. What alcohol was this? What was this, Catalina?
It was like high, yeah. I think it was medical alcohol.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
What
No.
kind of-
It was like high-grade medical alcohol, like disinfectant level alcohol. It was like 90%.
Jeez. That's probably why it's burning so well. So high-grade medical alcohol
That's all I could get my hands
covers
on.
this drone, and its for one, its vocal output begins to go, second war, and yeah, surrender now, and it just starts to like struggle and cough and splutter, and as you emerge from the stand of trees, with its last act of defiance, it's going to try and shoot you, Pim.
Shoot me.
Do it.
Yes, it's going to try and shoot you.
I'm going to
Pim.
stand in front of my friends as that happens.
Pew! Hey, Pim,
Yeah.
what's your armor class?
9.
9? No one got Pim armor, did they?
We didn't know he needed it.
I didn't
Okay,
have
Pim.
money for it.
Pim, that's a hit.
Fair enough.
This drone is able to level its built-in laser pistol at you and take a shot. Time to roll damage. See how lucky you are, buddy. No. Okay, so Pim,
My armature is down.
you are able to almost take this thing out, but in retaliation, it is able to completely take you out. You are at 0 hit points and bleeding out. I think technically, unless there's
No,
alternative
yeah, I'm
rules.
not. No, it's alternative rules. My armature is destroyed, but my core is fine. I just can't talk or do anything.
Oh no! So I feel like this is a pretty jarring moment for people like Catalina and Lockie. You, Catalina, were all for him tossing this Molotov. He steps out from behind the trees with a burning Molotov, piffs it, and then he has just enough time to like look pleased with himself before there is just a bolt of energy that goes straight into him, and he just turns to you and just splutters and collapses onto the ground.
Okay, this is not good.
No,
Pim!
this is not good at all.
Upon seeing that, I'm going to speed up the hack and execute it as a rush.
Okay.
I'm going to inspect Pim's body. I know as a player that it's not salvageable, but my character will still try.
Fair enough. Okay, Chris, please make the hack roll for me. Show me the hack. Oof. Okay. Even if you had the time to do it properly, that wouldn't work. Unfortunately, the systems are just a bit too degraded for you to persuade what you want out of it. It's been here too long.
If we're going by the standard rules, I've also alerted all of them to my position.
No, actually, you need to roll again against the same difficulty, and if you fail that one, then you've alerted them.
I would like to shoot the bastard that shot our friend.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure that one's about to burn to death.
I don't care. I want to shoot it.
Okay, Lockie, please make an attack roll for me.
Oh, you're fine, Chris.
No, I'm not. The hack difficulty is about 10, so
well,
I've failed that too.
The hack difficulty would have been 10 if this was like a normal functional machine.
But I'm rushing it now, so it's 10.
Yeah, you're rushing it. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that has.
So the actual hack
set off an alarm.
difficulty is probably about 13. I actually don't think I can actually successfully do it anyway, so I shouldn't have attempted.
I was actually being kind and was applying some helpful modifiers just because of what you were working with in terms of being alerted. But yes, that is still too low.
Hold on.
However, it seems like they do already know you're here because someone has just been splashed with hot Molotov. So Lucky, if you could please
but
make
it specifically breaks my stealth going by hacking rules too.
Yeah, that's true.
What's the armor again?
5.
5. Why is it not typing? 5. Do it now.
Pew!
Yeah,
Sweet
it's gone.
mother of God! You are just livid.
I am
No one
not
does that to my
impressed.
friend. You
You
just commando roll out
fucking
from behind a
drongo.
tree. Just like snap the rifle into your shoulder, and just one shot, it explodes in a rain of like fire and hard rock. And yes, I mean the music. Just wow as it burns up and goes down. And now there were other drones in the vicinity. These drones may have been alerted to your presence. What would you like to do?
I am going to attempt.
I'm gonna.
The forest, wouldn't it?
I'm going to attempt to retrieve Pim's core. Make sure it's not damaged.
Okay.
I will assist her with that, even if it means just dragging the body into the tree line.
Okay. It sounds like
Would my ability work on Pim?
No. The only kind of psychic ability that doesn't work on armatures is biopsionics.
Chris,
Awesome.
what were you going to say?
I'm gonna drag the drone. Grab it. I assume it's not too heavy.
It's lost half of its rotors, so yeah, it's not as heavy anymore.
I'm gonna grab that, sling it over a shoulder, and run into the woods with it too.
Okay, sure. So as you all had this brief but very lethal encounter with a drone, it sounds like most of you are just pulling your wounded and salvaging what you can and returning deeper into the forest to avoid being pursued further by these drones.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
We may need a new plan.
I'm sorry,
No.
Mikhail.
This drone will work. I just didn't have time because we got spotted. If I can do it again, I can re-ping on the other side of the forest.
But what about Pim?
His core's intact, isn't it?
I don't know. I think so.
Well, check.
Right,
Okay.
yes. That's what I'm doing. Sort of trying.
You were the one who installed it there, and it shouldn't be difficult to recover it. Just make me an easy tech post-tech roll to try and persuade the armature to open in spite of the damage.
Intelligence or dexterity?
Yeah, intelligence. You know, I would say it's dex in this case because of what you're doing.
Alright. Yeah.
Yep, that's enough.
Oh, okay.
It was going to be easy, so that's enough. It's not pretty, but you're able to kind of like pull
Yank
two
it open.
components apart on Pim, and
I use my
and-
monoblade a little bit.
yeah, and you're able to
You
access
gotta
the core.
remember, the core has an armor class of like 4.
Yeah,
So
the core is a house. But yeah, so you are able to access the core. It seems intact and functional.
I just like breathe a sigh of relief. How big is it? Like,
Core's about the size of your fist,
oh,
so it's not big.
right.
It's carryable.
Does
in
it have
other
a-
words.
does it have a screen or anything?
The core, no. The core itself doesn't have any input or output.
I
means.
believe someone bought the squawk box, didn't they? Rig it.
Squawk box?
That was you, by the way.
It was me. Hey, give me the core.
Why? What are you going to do with it?
So he can
Just
still talk
20
even if he hasn't got a
seconds.
body.
Just give it to me.
Okay, be careful. This is whole essence of Pim.
Yeah, it doesn't
Yeah,
actually
I
take
know,
that
I
much to
know.
put it in a sport box.
Yeah.
I
I'm
trust.
gonna and jack the core into it. I'm not familiar
Okay.
with this tech, but can I?
Well, if you bear in mind the fact that
Um,
a squawk box is designed specifically to hold an AI, I feel like it's like putting a cassette in a cassette player.
Right,
You,
so I'm pretty sure I'm okay at
Yeah.
that.
you press a button, a small drawer slides out, you put the core in, it closes, and then starts to boot up.
Testing, pin.
Ow.
Pim, you are
You
functional.
there?
That hurt quite significantly.
I'm so sorry,
good.
Pim. I am so proud of you, though. That was so cool.
Pretty damn
Alright.
impressive, mate.
Wrecked him.
That you did. Heck yeah. We get you new
Catal-
body when we get back to planet.
Catalina, can you take the squawk box now?
Duh,
What
I
is
can
it?
look after.
What is that?
How big is the scope
I
box?
think it's Christian. I feel like I think
Um,
it's
I did look this up. You're looking at about the size of a laptop, but cube shaped.
Lunchbox.
So about
yes.
Yeah.
So like
It's roughly the size of a
yeah,
lunchbox.
about that big.
Gotcha. So it's like a briefcase.
pretty
basically.
much a bit smaller.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's carryable.
Do
And yes,
I have anything on my person that I could use to... Does Pim still have his net around him?
His body does, yes.
Yeah.
Well, his sexy armature. Still
I'm
does.
going to retrieve the net and make like a makeshift carry thing for the...
Oh yeah,
squawk
sure.
box.
Can someone
And-
please retrieve my compad?
Yes,
I'm not going for it, sorry, Pim.
I'll do it.
Don't-
It's fine. I'll get it.
Okay, and he also has on his body the monoblade that the Dr. Charles gave him.
I'll
Yes.
grab
Yeah,
all
I'm
the
probably
things.
gonna take
Oh
that
wait,
back
we
for
dragged the
now.
whole body to safety, did we?
Mm.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wait.
Yeah, and
Alright.
Don't worry,
That
we'll
was
keep
Uh,
it safe.
Mikhail,
Could I have like 10 minutes now? I think I've got time.
Duh, I think we should be more on guard this time, though.
Probably.
I did say that the chances of us succeeding in this were 0.5%.
Never
you've
tell
been.
me
Well, I
odds.
rushed it in 30 seconds. I had a bit of chance better if it wasn't rushed.
You have retreated deep enough into the forest that you don't think any drones could effectively pilot this deep. But
What number would I be needing to do this hack on the drone, by the way? Like,
if you were going
sorry.
for a
wrong question. The
Yeah.
correct question for that is, do I foreseeably have a chance at even succeeding?
if you were going for the same thing you were trying before, which was subvert a system, because you failed at it once, you can try it again and take 10 minutes, but each fail adds a +1 to the DC. So your
Right, so it's just become impossible anyway.
target would be 11. You could try a different kind of
11.
hack.
Yeah, that
May
gives
I
me
suggest
literally a
plugging me
7%
in?
chance of success, so it's pointless because I'll just alert them. So I just toss the drone aside because it's useless.
Okay.
You
Wait,
could interface me with the drone.
No, this is trashed, Pim. It's got no rotors. Because
Acknowledged. I was merely referring
Rory,
to
you said
it.
the rotors were ripped off, didn't you?
Half of them were.
Yeah, Pim. Sorry, Pim, but I don't think this will work. It's bit shit.
All you need is its memory chip and its data containment. And you can create your own version of the broadcast signal. You don't need the drone, you just need its makeup, its machinery.
That's a hack at the same difficulty, dude.
That's what he
It's
was trying to do. Yes.
I'm
That's
saying
exactly what
mechanical
I was trying.
deconstruction.
Yeah,
Yep.
no,
Mechanical
that's
deconstruction. Like
yeah, but you still have
deconstruct
to
it and
access.
take its parts.
Yeah, you still have to do the same software change in order to make it function like that Berta system, which is still an 11, which is like a 7% chance of success. So it's more likely that if I try again, it's just going to bomb.
Fair enough. So, guys,
I think
what is
hacking is a bit hard, to be honest, and I need to rebuild the character to do something else useful.
well, we did have a conversation about this, about us possibly adjusting the hacking rules to make it more fun. And upon trying it some more, I think we should. But it's a decent framework. We'll chat more about it later. For now, though, you guys have yourselves a bit of a predicament. You may or may not be surrounded by combat drones in this forest. What would you like to do?
Shoot.
Shoot?
um,
I say we should just get to the other side of the forest quicker. Go the direction they're not expecting us to go. Can I actually make a tactics roll on this?
Yeah, go for it.
Can I assist him?
can I assist?
By all means. Yes.
Because
So
Ash and I are good at tactics.
yeah.
Yeah, I've got a
So
+1.
the three of you just walk over, pick up a stick, and start drawing like rough,
Intelligence
Intelligence?
or wisdom?
I'm a
intelligence.
so I'm a +1 as well.
There you go. There's a +1 for you.
Yep. So both of them are able to assist you. Chris.
Oh, that's only with one assist, so it's actually a 12.
That's a 12. Okay.
Jesus Christ.
In terms of tactics, you were able to glean enough information from your prying into this drone software, like some more of its pre-built specs. What's the range?
So a bit of an understanding how it would basically scan and stuff like that.
Yes, you suspect, based on its construction, that if you were to just walk far in an opposite direction and then try and like circle back around, you could get far enough away that it can't track you anymore.
We probably need about a kilometer that way and then come back. If we circle around, it should be fine. I don't think these things are that smart.
You're probably right.
Alright, let's
I wouldn't
try
have
it.
a
All
clue,
we
but-
can do is try it.
As I'm saying that, I'm still ripping bits off the drone and just like checking out its optical sensor and things like that. And it's like, this only displays like 13 degrees. It's got shitty eyesight.
Yeah, it's got a pretty basic optical sensor. The one that you saw just for a moment that emerged from the top of that wind generator that went invisible seemed to have superior scouting.
Yeah, because this is an
Thanks.
old one.
Yeah, potentially.
Hmm.
So either this is an old droid, or perhaps those are specific roles. Maybe those ones are scouting ones versus the combat ones.
Is possible.
Probably.
I
Yes.
believe the one that shot me was one of the combat scout runs. There are other ones that are more specifically targeted towards combat.
Yes.
Interesting.
Pim, you probably would know that the two basic classes of drone are produced at the foundry. One is designed for combat, and one cannot engage in combat, but is very good at hiding and watching.
Still.
I
Yeah.
relay that. There is one that is specified to follow and track. The other is for the hunt, as it were.
That would have been the thing we had earlier. Fuck, we should have killed it.
Yeah,
Never mind.
You heard this machine.
Yeah, I told Lockie about it, but whatever.
Darius,
We got
forgive me for
unlucky.
saying this, but that was a stupid decision.
We didn't exactly have any way to solve the problem either, just go to the forest. What other solution would you have given me, Pim?
Tell everyone so that there may be a possible solution instead of endangering all of our lives because you are bored.
Pim, I'm going to need you to make a mental effect save, please.
That's under. What is it under?
It's under saves. It's near the top. It's just meant save, I think.
I can't spot it.
I'll see what I can find.
It's like right near the top, under common roles, you got saving throws and you got mental save.
Yeah.
Yeah, there it is. Okay.
Okay. You feel yourself getting angry, but that's about it.
I believe this conversation is pointless.
You're probably right, and I don't like your personality much in that squawk box. Whatever. It's done now.
Okay. So it sounds like the plan is for you guys to head southeast for a few kilometers and then cut across to the hills to try and avoid the notice of the drones.
Hmm.
Sound good?
Yep.
Okay. I will need some of you to helm stealth checks and some of you to helm perception checks. You guys can choose which one of each you do, and we'll see what happens.
I'm better at stealth.
I am
Okay.
both shit at both.
I'm okay
Oof.
at both.
So am I.
Which one is carrying me?
Me.
Oh, actually, I'm probably better at.
I'm better at stealth.
Stealth is dexterity, isn't it?
Yes.
I am actually better at stealth, so I will do
Okay.
stealth as well.
Go for that.
I'll
Plus
go
he's got a
perception
shield.
because I've got a +1 to wisdom, so.
And he's got higher strength. It would be a lot easier to leave me with Lockie. That way he's not you. That way you're not
That is
interfered
not
with.
brilliant.
Hey, I got an 11.
That's better.
I don't perceive shit.
Oh dear.
Can I use my scanner?
You don't have one. The squawk box isn't attached to one.
Yeah, but my scanner is what allows me to see.
Yes.
Yeah, but it's not actually in your aperture. Like, there isn't one.
I have an eye scanner that's literally just a small eye attached to a little cord that basically looks around and scans things. That's how I see.
You
I
can
want
perceive,
to
yes, Pim.
Look. Yeah.
What? That's weird.
I'm an,
It's better than nothing. Mikhail, Pim, perception, yeah, sure. Jacob, perception.
I'm currently
Yep.
holding Pim as well.
Okay. I'm just gonna find Squawk Box because I'm curious about the specifics.
I'm over
No, I
it
can't
right
find it.
now.
Oh, okay, cool. That's fine. So I think in terms of taking that stealth as a group, it was successful, and as a perception check as a group, it was successful too. So 2 groups of successes. Those who are stealthing are able to guide the others through quiet paths, and those who are perceiving are able to see that your gambit is actually successful. Proceeding southeast and then going and cutting out across the hills will work, and it does so. As you, I think this whole thing would take you a few hours to achieve, maybe 3 hours. So after 3 hours of quiet creeping and keeping an eagle eye watch around you, you are able to make it into the foothills, which is about here. So you're maybe 2-3 hours walk to the foundry, and you've managed to evade the perception of the drones for now.
Yay.
My laptop just died.
Can anyone else see or move their fingers?
Duh.
Well, I can see my fingers.
Oh,
I...
what a shame. I cannot. Darius.
Maybe you should have dumped when you got shot.
Oh dear. Pim, are you okay? Are you
Yes.
uncomfortable in your current armature?
I'm
Oh,
pretty
it is
sure that
perfectly
the
fine.
memory. I'm
I
pretty
am
sure
just
that the
reading
memory.
on the You go first.
I'm pretty sure the memory restriction of the squawk box might be affecting his personality catalog.
Oh
No,
right.
it's more that I do not like this armature. If I had to give you a description, look in the dictionary under claustrophobia.
Well,
sorry,
I can
Pim.
remove the armature if that's better.
No, I prefer to talk. I'd prefer it if we were told in the first place there were drones following us.
I did tell Lockie. I apologized.
Us, plural.
Okay, so I
Remember that I can turn the squawk box off too.
The squawk box is in my pocket, so to speak.
It's rigged to my phone.
Oh, fair enough.
That's not how it works. It's directly linked to the core.
Yeah, it's just take core, insert in squawk box. Squawk box can talk and has a small amount of view.
My
Yeah, what
general
you're saying
assumption
is
is
like-
that all tech I own is linked to my compad. Which also does mean that my compad is, yes, a master key to everything I own, and if someone steals it, we're fucked.
I was the one who actually constructed the squawk box.
It's true, he did.
You did?
Yes, he did.
Oh, yeah.
He requested the parts and he assembled it once his fresh body was made available.
Right. No issues.
Okay. Assuming there are no objections, you guys can proceed for 3 more hours to just past midday, and make it to a small cluster of hills, just beyond which you can see the southeast face of the foundry. Now, I've actually been doing some tinkering while you guys have been talking, so I'm gonna switch over our perceivable map. It's not great, considering the scale. I would have preferred it to be less squat, but I'm okay with this. So,
Sorry, I'm not understanding the map.
Alice, can you adjust the
Yes, I can.
stream view?
Is this a side view or is it a top-down?
This is a bird's eye view. So basically, you guys are looking at it from
1A.
So, heck, that you guys are over here, are towards this direction, looking at it. You can see a variety of different features of this thing. The pile of grey here is a location that Pim is quite familiar with. It's basically just a pile of junk where Pym spent 700 years slowly finding enough semi-functional parts to be able to run away.
Yeah, he's just gonna go silent. This is bringing
Yeah.
back bad memories.
Mm-hmm. Over here, right here is well, I should also mention the perimeter. The perimeter is basically a 5-meter deep ditch that is just full of jagged metal spikes that poke in and poke out, and that goes around the entire perimeter. This point right here contains a drawbridge, which is currently raised, which seems to be the way in which Blacklands or his ground forces come in and out. Here you see what was described previously as some kind of a broadcasting tower that is on top of a structure that looks a bit like a big garage. It's got a very large door that dominates the east face of it, and there's a lot of very deep tire treads that run in and out of that large set of doors. You know what, Pym? If you want to, I feel like you could tell people what a lot of these are. Up here, Pym would know is the smeltery. You can also recognize it as a smeltery because it has a large chimney, and that's a location where old ores are where old metal is recycled and melted down to be repurposed. Over here across the road, there is the actual manufacturing plant where the metals are transported over and the fresh ingots or components are constructed into drones and robots. Right here is the water pump station that has pipes that go underneath the spike moat, as it were, and run down to the river, which isn't far from here. And this building right here is the geothermal facility that generates power for the entire place. One more thing. Up here is the entrance to the mines, where you believe that any sky demons or prisoners would be kept. Okay, that is the basic layout, and that is what you see.
I'm sorry I missed like 90% of that, so I might have to ask some questions. But
Is there any place in the hills that I could probably get a good height advantage to view over this area?
Good height advantage. I assume you are also hoping to get somewhere that is within range of your weapon as well.
Yes, and able to, basically give me some overwatch over the area.
Okay, you can please make me a perception roll with wisdom and see how well you can do this.
Pretty badly, because my perception is crap.
Oh,
it's
dear.
actually not terrible.
you could ask for assistance.
Actually, it's too late, I made the roll. I was going to actually ask you for assistance.
I'm okay with that. You can try it.
Me?
Catalina,
Yeah,
you reckon
go for
there's
it.
anywhere up there I can go to?
Would that be a tactics or perception?
You can assist. You can assist with tactics if you want.
Okay. Need to find the window I have this open in though. Good grief. I can
Mikhail?
assist with tactics, okay. So I think I'll roll better
Yes.
with tactics.
Check the screen.
Tactics is intelligence?
Yes, in this case.
Which screen am I checking?
Roll 20.
Okay.
Okay, that assist would bump your roll up to a success. Lucky. Okay, you are able to spot a small outcropping that you think might be in range, or at least part of the foundry. At least part of the foundry would be in range. It's like a somewhat harrowing climb to get up there, but you think you might be able to manage it.
I'm sorry to ask this, but where's the foundry in this map?
This entire facility is the foundry. Right here is where they smelt ores and recycle materials. This building here is where they turn those repurposed materials into robots and drones.
And where are we?
You guys are off to the southeast in a stand of hills.
Okay.
I believe it is possible for me to enter again, though I do not know what to do once I do. I did not leave via the drawbridge.
Did you crawl your way up through the moat or something?
That is correct.
Hmm.
My armature at the time was small, as you could see. Therefore, there was a small hole that I could go through.
We should have gotten one of the drones. Ah, it's a shame we don't have working drone for you to go into.
No,
The
I can
most
move.
important.
One moment.
You just see 4 little tendril-like claw hands just kind of come out and hang down.
Please put me on the floor.
Oh, good lord! Mind you, he's like tied to my hip right now.
Yeah, basically.
Like, oh, good lord, okay. And I take the makeshift like bag off and I put him down. You're still like covered in rope. Your net.
All right. So I'm going to start moving slowly
Okay.
towards the section here. Yeah.
Yep.
But I'm also going to do it in such a way that like the net sort of makes me look sort of like a piece of trash, inconspicuous almost.
Well, you are quite lucky that you dropped the net into some mud before trying to toss it. So yes, it is a pretty convincing disguise you've got for yourself. So as you, well, assuming everybody is okay with your stealth approach, you do begin to very slowly start dragging yourself as you are clear of these hills. There do appear to be. Hang on a second. I've got a tactical map here, a personal one. Okay. Yeah, sure. You do notice posted on the roof of this building. There are 2 more of those like infantry warbots that were shooting at you before, that are kind of just doing a lap of the perimeter of this large tower. So I will require a stealth check from you to see how well you can avoid their notice.
Okay. Whew. If they spot me, I'm just going to literally just stop moving and be like, shrug.
Where is he going?
He's trying to break back into the foundry. Oh, that's
Why?
not bad. Let's see how that. Yeah.
We don't exactly have a plan. Why?
Oof.
Get the drawbridge down.
Okay.
That's gonna be pretty noticeable.
I stop as soon as
Yeah.
if they spot me. I stop.
You are noticed as a feature of the landscape, and one of them pauses and looks.
I stop.
Keeps looking.
Just immediately stop moving.
Okay, and keeps looking. The net just the parts of the net that aren't as attached to you just blow in the breeze a little bit. How long are you going to sit still?
For as long as I need to.
Okay, you are stared at for about 5 minutes before this robot is satisfied and continues on its patrol.
Dun, 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 dun. I'm going to go in through the thing again, if that's okay.
Yeah, sure thing. I need to get the same asset as before because I liked it. There we go. Will do.
I'm going to use the moat as cover as well.
Sure. Please, if you'd be so kind, make me a dexterity roll using the Squawk Box's dexterity to navigate the spikes and get inside.
I'm the size of a lunchbox.
Yes, you are the size of a lunchbox, but you have to drop like 4 or 5 meters into the hole, and then crawl yourself through
Oh,
quietly.
You guys are putting a lot of faith in this thing, although you didn't really get a choice.
Yeah, no, I kind of went, oh shit, and flung you off, and you just
And,
went
and he's
off.
just
And I
like
was like, oh,
scurrying away.
all right then.
Well,
Where's
at that
the
point,
saves? It's a physical save, yeah.
no, it's roll dexterity.
While he's doing this, because you said it was taking 5 minutes, can
Yeah.
I attempt to start making my way to the mountainside and climbing?
Where's dexterity?
Sure. Just roll. Well, actually, maybe not dex. Yeah, you know what? Just roll 2d6 and add your dex modifier.
Okay.
Yeah, add or subtract. Oh, that's gonna work. I suspect there's a -1 in there somewhere.
Yeah, there is a. Oh wait, let's check the squawk box. Dexterity 7 -1. Yeah, it's a 7.
Okay, that's still good enough. You kind of dig your creepy little tentacle robot arms into the dirt and use them to kind of slow your slide down this spike pit, and are able to dodge out of the way of a few misplaced spikes and make it down to the bottom of the pit and out the other side.
I'm going to make my way along the sort of like shimmying along the moat towards the drawbridge.
Mm-hmm. Please make me one more stealth check.
Lord, don't fail me now. Be good to me. Yes.
Ooh. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and roll one more time for the people watching you. Nice.
Ha!
Okay. These drones are probably accustomed to seeing occasional piles of trash blow off from the trash heap, and since you approach from that direction, that's probably just what you are. Stop about there, because there's a point of access that you can use to open the drawbridge from there.
All right. So because I've now got my compad, can I link it to the others like a phone?
What do you mean?
Because the what's it called? I asked them to retrieve my compad.
Yes. Oh, so are you
shit.
are you going to try and use the compad to access?
Just to talk to them.
Us or the robots?
Oh, to them?
Yeah.
Oh,
The
yeah.
team.
Yeah.
The crew.
You can call them.
I am at the drawbridge controls. I can open.
10 minutes later from when he left.
Yeah. It's been an agonizing wait for all of you. And while that was happening, Lockie, can you make me an athletics roll to try and climb the cliff?
I can indeed. That will be with strength.
Definitely.
Yeah.
The squawk box came in handy.
So yes, Pim, you were saying.
I can access the drawbridge controls and possibly drop the drawbridge.
Right.
I just need to know what you need.
Are there hostiles on the other side?
Correct. There are 2 long-range drone fighters atop the relay.
They're robots, not drones, but yes.
Oh, sorry, yeah, robots, sorry.
Should we be concerned with them, or will we be able to,
Considering Lachlan one-shotted one of them before, as long as we focus fire, it should not be too difficult.
Right.
If we can take over and destroy the power plant and comms relay as quickly as possible, it will lower their chances of success and increase our own.
Right, so we barge in and kill everything? Is this plan? I'm asking the group.
Pretty much.
Does anyone else have say in this?
I mean, I don't see any reason not to kill everything here.
Captain? Darius? Brother?
This is sounds like the mission we're on.
Jacob? Doctor?
I don't think we have much of a choice at the moment.
This is a terrible plan.
That's never stopped you before, Darius.
Would you like to hear about another terrible plan?
Shut the fuck. No, I'm getting angry out of game now. I'm gonna leave. See you guys. Good night.
Okay, cool.
See you, Chris.
It's gonna be fine.
Take it easy.
See you night, mate.
I guess we go then.
Okay, Pim. It doesn't even take a roll.
What is worst that could happen?
We all
What
die.
roll?
No, we all died. Then it's no problem.
What roll?
You don't even need to roll. This is something that you will have likely studied in great detail. Your 700 years being here. This is definitely just like you can do it. So, in anticipation of you guys apparently charging this place, what are you going to? Are you going to try and position yourselves in a place to just sprint at this fortress?
Pretty much, or at the very least, for fuck's sake. I'm probably going to sprint and try and run and then immediately shoot at first target sighted.
Okay, I have configured those who are still awaiting. Pim, you push the button, pull the lever, you do the thing. Julie, you do the thing. And
I do the thing.
you do the thing, and the drawbridge begins to slowly shudder and jerk as this somewhat haphazard construction begins to slowly lower. And as soon as you do, you catch the ire of those two robots that were watching over you.
I was going to say wait till I get up into position, but
I'll say at this point you did make it into position.
okay. In that case, if they turn to look like they're about to shoot at him, I'm going to take a shot at one of them.
And I think we can begin combat in this plan next time because it is 9:50.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ah.
Well, that was interesting, you guys.
Oh my.
That was expensive.
I was waiting for it. I was like, but you know what? Now that we've
That
spent
was like
some time,
$3.5 grand of my own money gone.
not gonna lie though, now that
Yeah,
my
well,
character's
like,
more
shit
personally
happens.
invested.
You just, yeah.
Well, my character's a bit
Are we
more
off
personally
stream?
invested, so no, not yet.
Not yet. Okay,
Ugh.
guys.
Stream, but not gaming.
This
We
whole mental
can-
effect save. Oof.
Yeah, right? Okay.
I read about some of it. Yeah. Carry on.
We are going to be heading off now because it is the evening time and we are
Also,
finished.
I just really need to pee, so.
Yes. Thank you very much for watching. We will be back next week with more of this game. I'm really happy that we get to do this even though it's virtually. Hopefully we can get more accustomed to using Roll20 and just get more efficient with it. But time will tell. So for now, bye everybody.
Bye.
Yeah.
One second.
Cats. Cat.
Didn't work.